we're back.
There we go. First time, best time. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Joe. No problem. Welcome everyone back to Edge of Legend official. So good to say that after a nice 2-month hiatus. I'm excited for this. This is when your players are like in the group chat, like prepping their demise as a GM, like delicious candy. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. That being said, let's do a quick introduction because it has been 2 long months since we all got together. We'll do a quick introduction, a quick rundown of what you all missed, and if you are new to Edge of Legend and not just Nat 20 Productions, check out our YouTube, Nat 20 Prods, and get caught up. We love you. We'll exchange notes then. But let's start with the woman, the legend herself. It hasn't been here in quite a while. Kylie Miller, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Why do I go first? I never go first. Hi, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. I play Shionibus, the Elven Ranger, and we both go by she, her. Nailed it.
Boom. Knocking it out of the park, Michael Powell. Please tell them who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Well, as always, I am the dastardly dashing Michael Powell. And I'm playing I can actually say it this time, fabulous Rufa. Our pronouns are he, him, they, them.
Ooh. All right. Next up is Sam. Sam, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, I'm Sam Sterling, and I'm playing Ichipotan Papakui, also known as La Pacifica Dorita. And our pronouns are she, her.
Excellent. Next up, Ian, good buddy, good pal. Tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
My name is Ian. Tonight I'm playing Woodwort, the gnome druid, and rolling for his little friend Mush, and our collective pronouns are he, him.
Awesome. And Sidney, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, my name is Sidney Rubino, and I play Ilona, the half-elf cloistered cleric, and I'm just so excited to be here.
Yay, everyone's back. Oh, God, I missed seeing all your faces together at the same time. This will be exciting. My name is PJ Megaw. I'm the GM for Edge of Legends and Nat 20 Productions official. My pronouns are he, him, and I'll be playing everyone and everything, every spell in between. And a quick recap, if you don't remember what happened 2 months ago and didn't get a chance to check out Michael's great recap. So after seeing the decayed dragon corpse castle in the sky floating around and learning that Corocos has finally landed in the continent of Adolphon, the heroes decide to make a mad dash to where they believe he is going to be attacking first, Agrippa upon Aubert. And after making friends with a group of elite warrior wheelchair units called the Crash, they also were able to recruit more orcs, Lykel, the orc officer, and make their way to Agrippa upon Aubert. It's already under siege by Corocos' army. Green fire that burns and rends like acid makes giant walls and sheaths around the entire city. But with level 5 hype terrain backing us, Nadir gave her blessing and sent a giant stampede of wild animals to rout half the orc army, leaving the heroes to take all of the civilians to a safe place across in the farming district, where they met Nadir herself and Shulg, god of the hunt. They, of course, blessed them with certain boons because of this next moment. And this is where we're going to be picking off with a quick reminder for some of our players and the consequences thereof. Woodwort, you are staring at a blade embedded in the ground. You have been asked to pick it up, to touch it, by Corocos himself, directly asking you, with kind of a sick grimace on his face. And as you wrap your hands around it, you are suddenly ported back to your mind, but you see a city. Darkness blankets the sky as the only light is the fire that burns, tearing the city down. You hear a voice asking you about the futility of it all, destruction, life, death, worthiness, all these values and judgments that we heap constantly. And you see a figure of emerald green armor with a long flowing cape and a helmet with a crown embedded into it. This kingly visage talking to you, offering you an opportunity to pick up the blade, to suffer in it, abide by it, and make the world in your image as you see fit. Now, you succeeded that willpower save. You metaphorically spat in the face of this image. And as you came back from what was the darkest recesses of your possible mind, metaphorically, you picked the sword out of the ground, ripping it from the stone. Your body transformed from a small gnome to a stampeding gorilla who raised the weapon high and swung it at the neck of Corocos, who has been smiling at you, almost proud. And in midair, you have hung with this strike. It has waited for 2 months. Roll to hit Corocos.
Oh, thank God. Okay. The fact that you brought it up on every other episode that we played in between these 2 months, somewhere far in the distance, Woodward is swinging a sword. But that's not the story we're telling tonight. It has been on my mind. So let us see. With my ape bonuses. Ooh, actually. 25 to hit.
25 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Joe, can you please play Welcome to War? I need to know your fortitude DC right now, Mr. Ian.
Ooh. My fortitude DC. Sorry, 1 second. Is that my class DC or just my fortitude? You just want my fortitude bonus?
Yeah, your fortitude bonus plus 10.
Right, 21.
21. Okay, cool. So you come and you swing the blade, his neck bare, almost exposing his jugular vein, begging for you to just take it from his neck. The blade comes down, finds a piece of his armor first, skips, and slides across his chest. As the blade smacks into his matte black painted plate mail, it screams and screeches as it's steel crossing steel. He takes the hit, grabs you by your wrist, puts one hand on your neck, looks you in the eye, and with eyes that start to bleed and green lightning starting to crack and course from his skull, you see his smile turn into a frown, and he shoves you 10 feet back, taking the blade from your hands. Everyone, roll initiative.
Oh, this is the one time I needed. You know what? I should have used my hero point just in case I got anything. Okay.
Question, PJ.
Mhm.
Reminder what those boons do, though.
Sure. No, because I actually said in the green room I was going to tell you before we go live. My bad. So remember, you have 2 boons. The boon of Shog, which basically, once per round, only once per round, you get True Strike.
No.
Once per round. Didn't say once, per round. Number 2, Nadir gives you all fast healing 5, which means at the top of your round, you are going to recover 5 HP.
That's way better. I mean, not that we love you, Shog. Shog, that's great. We will take it. But ooh wee.
What was Shog's bonus again?
Once a round, you get to be under the effect of True Strike. You still have to declare one action to activate it.
All right. Okay. Well, I got a 21 for initiative. I don't know about anybody else.
All right, 21 for Ilona.
I got a 17.
Rufa with a 17.
Let's see.
6 for me.
Ichi with a 26. Nice.
And we're going with perception on this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming in hot with a 29.
Ooh, very, very nice.
You were
And
just in the fray. That makes sense.
Shionbis, what is your initiative?
17.
17. What is your dexterity modifier, Shionbis?
+4.
+4. Rufa, what is your
She's harder
dexterity
than me.
modifier? Cool. All right. So going first is Woodworks.
Okay, great. I am going to use my definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna run up as this gorilla and I'm going to go straight into melee combat with him. Mush close behind. So the movement 10 feet, that takes away one of my actions, so I can have 2 other actions to make melee strikes against him.
Right ahead.
And my to hit is a Woodward's mad about this one. Let's see, that's a 25 to hit again.
25 to hit again. That will miss again.
Ooh. And let's see if I can get higher than that. Nope, 24 this time. Wow. Does that make... Nope. Never mind. It's not in effect yet.
All right. So that was the end of your turn?
It is.
All right, Ichi. So you see Woodward as Grill pound the ground, pound his chest, make 2 strikes. The first one hits Corocos dead in the chest and scrapes off his armor. The second one whiffs wide as Corocos is just frowning, but a kind of a curled lip frown that's slowly turning into a smile. Violence is befalling him. This is his place, his home. What are you going to do, Ichi?
I am going to rage. Ah! That was more of a scream of fear, wasn't it? Well, what can you do? And I am going to. So you said True Strike is. Well, I need my movement, so we're not gonna activate the True Strike this time around. And I'm going to go in and make an attack.
Okay. Movement, attack, rage, roll to hit.
Get that retribution axe going. That is an 18.
An 18 will miss, unfortunately. All right. Next up is Corocos. You see he starts to speak in Orcish. Sam, you understand him as in this deep old Orcish, the kind instead of using geminates and rolling their words together, they hit every single syllable. And he just basically says, "Unto me, Scarfather, give your child his blessing, so the 5 tenets of your faith will crush their empires." And you see the cracking lightning seem to surge as his body almost kind of twitches harshly as this massive blade, which for sure is a 2-handed sword, almost a spear judging by the handle of it, he hefts with one hand and puts on his shoulder. He lifts the weapon up high, and in Orcish he says, "All around me, in front and behind me, are my enemies. May I scar them, and may they die." Smite Everything is activated on Corocos. With his last action, he is attacking Sam.
No!
Don't like the sound of smite everything, you know?
Right,
It's-
yeah.
Really is, overreaching, I would say.
A little bit. Sam, what's your AC?
My AC is 18 right now because I'm raging.
Okay. So that's going to be a 31 to hit you, and that's going to be a dirty crit.
Woo!
Coming in strong.
Okay.
I just crossed games in my head. I was like, guard parry. No, wait, that's the LARP I'm at. Damn it.
Yeah.
Let's see. 20, 29. Oh boy. Okay. Let's test. Oh, that's right. It's deadly as well. Okay.
Oh,
Ah!
that's right.
I remember.
Yeah. How could I forget? Let's see. That's 20, 24, 29, 33.
Why do I have something on my sheet that says AC 21 highlighted in green? I didn't get any like weird thing, did I? That I'm forgetting about?
You might have a
No.
hide armor +1.
I don't know. It's in my notes, not on my character sheet. So weird. My fault for not, if that's
Okay.
a thing.
So Sam, you're gonna take 60 damage as the blade of the War King strikes into your frame, and you are knocked back 5 feet. I'm sorry, he actually grabs you with the blade. As it kind of breaks into your clavicle, he grabs you, and with this casual twist of his wrist, slams you into Woodwort, doing 1d6 damage to Woodwort. You take 6 damage, Woodwort, as Ichi is literally thrown into you.
Right.
You said
Okay.
60, right?
Yeah, 6-0 to Sam, 0-6 to Ian.
Right.
Oh.
Down.
This is some anime level BS, man. He's got a huge sword with one hand.
Let's take his
flinging a wrist and throwing people to walls.
arm so we can nickname him Sephiroth.
Oh no, yeah, you're fighting.
Sephiroth.
Oh, actually, just for that, Michael. No, actually, I'm kidding. It's not for that at all. But what I
Wow.
need is I need everyone to make a reflex save as the winged creature that is with him starts to flap its wings.
Ah, dead dragon thing.
Oh, is it the dead dragon thing?
It is actually not the dead dragon thing. I'll give you a quick catch up when we are.
Oh god,
doing
it's
the
another
reflex save.
wingy thing.
The oh, I'm sorry, I lied. It is no, it's a reflex save. I'm right. The DC is 18.
Made it.
Oh, thank God.
Wait, say it again?
The DC is 18.
Okay, cool. I got a 19. Haha.
You
Got a
succeed.
20. Dirty 20.
I got a 26.
21.
25.
Definitely don't need any more
Ooh.
damage.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Everyone that succeeded, you only take 8 damage.
Oh,
Only?
Only 8 damage.
Uh,
As you look behind him, you see this creature with the front hands of a human and knuckles, the back feet of what could be a horse, green dragon scales, big leathery wings, a long horse-like face. The mount, the flying mount that you have seen, at least on one occasion, Shionibis, Corocos ride away after slaughtering you. The creature next to him starts to lift up and starts moving its wings with great severity. You're able to dodge out of the way, but unfortunately, there still is a bit of damage as little rocks kind of flitter by and slice you up.
really cute when Pidgeotto uses Dust Storm.
Yep.
I've gotta try to belittle this creature every second I have because I know it's gonna kill me.
Gotta catch them all.
All right. That is Corocos and his mount's turn. Next up is Ilona.
Oh, okay. All right. This is good. I was prepared for this. So I'm going to use one action to activate my my rollerblades. Just click activate. Just in case. But I'm going to use 2 actions to massive heal people now before it gets real bad. So I would like to use heal for 2 actions. Actually, wait. Yeah, wait. No, I lied. I'm not gonna activate my thingies because healed in a 30-foot emanation to get everybody is 3 actions. So I lied. I'm just gonna heal everybody. So let me roll that real fast.
All right, go right ahead.
Yay! And I'm doing this at a heightened 2.
Awesome.
Yes. So hopefully that will help more people.
It does make me feel better to know that I am above rollerblades in Ilona's mind.
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever makes you feel good. I'm just kidding. Yes, of course you're more than rollerblades. Everyone gets healed 20 points. Every single person.
Thank you so much. I was at 6 hit points.
Ha! Ha!
You said how many? 20?
Mm-hmm. Also, a reminder for me, Michael, I believe that you gave Ilona or you gave everyone an owl bear claw
Yes.
talisman.
Yeah.
What does that do again?
Let me look that up really quick. I think it helps you with the battle thing.
That makes sense.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, Michael, let us keep the combat moving. Next up is going to be Shionibus. Shionibus, what are you going to do?
Okay. There's a lot going on. We're just going to. Did we already have actions ready? I can't remember.
I don't believe so.
No. Okay. So I'm going to dock an arrow. I'm going to use my lesser ring of Horus and just lock and load. I'm scared. I'm so close to being so good. 23 to hit.
23 to hit. 23 will miss.
Of course it will. It's fine.
Arrows kind of tinks off his metal armor.
That's my 3 actions, right? Activate my
Um,
ring, dock an arrow, fire.
The ring is actually always active. Docking
Oh.
an arrow is a 0 reload action. You still have 2 actions left.
So we're gonna fire again because I'm tired of this man. Natural 20.
Natural 20. All right, double everything. Double the dice. Add the deadly and double your modifiers.
Oh, thank God. Starting pretty strong.
My dog is like, "Are you okay?" Where's my other dice? Oh, a D4. Ooh, okay. Yes. Math. 16 plus 6. That's not. 48 damage.
48 damage. Nice.
And then I'll do it for one more. We'll just fire one more because I haven't got nothing else. That's a quick math because I have subtractions. 27 to hit.
That hits.
Yes, I'm so sick and tired of this man.
Get him.
I didn't add my dex to that last one, so that's another +4. My bad.
Okay. That's all right. Unfortunately, range in Pathfinder 2 does not take dexterity modifiers bonus damage, but the Ring of Horus allows you to add your wisdom modifier.
Even with my crit?
Unfortunately, I see one with the crit, but it
Okay,
does
so
add
it's a
to hit.
+2.
+2. That's still good. What's the total damage again?
For this one, it's going to be 8 in total.
Okay. Not bad. So, the first arrow just doing, bounces and falls just deftly off his armor. The second one you place hits him right in the throat. With one hand, he starts laughing as he pulls the arrow out of his neck. You can see his green orcish blood just pooling from his neck, and he just laughs. Second one scratches him on the face. Checks his face, rubs the blood into his fingertips, stares at you, marking you for his next turn. Rufa, your turn.
All right. Well, quick question, PJ. I got a rules question.
Mhm.
If a flying creature is flying, can you still flank it from the ground?
Not unless you have a flank above it.
Okay. That idea is not going to work then. Let's see. Ooh, will you allow me to do this? Rufa's going to take one action to kind of make the long way around, so he won't provoke any attacks of opportunity from Corocos.
Okay.
To at least sling range of the bird thingy.
Oh, so his monster horse. Yeah, you want to do that? Go right ahead.
Okay, that's gonna be one action for, I'm guessing for that's a stride. Second action, can Rufa load up one of his alchemist fires in his sling to use it as a bullet?
Yeah, roll to hit. The effect is whatever the elixir is.
Cool.
It'll just be thrown at the range of the sling.
Yeah. That's a 25.
I'll miss by 1 point.
Oh!
He has entered a rage, and that has dropped his AC by 1. You're so close.
All right. Can I? Let's see. I got one more action.
Mm-hmm.
Corocos is on. Is Corocos on top of that horse thing?
No,
Or just the horse thing?
He's on the ground. The horse is separate and flying.
Okay. Second action, Rufa is going to. Can I use my action to hold an action? If the horse thing comes towards me, Rufa is going to use that action to basically dodge out of the way.
You can just declare dodge on him and up your AC.
Okay, I'll do that then.
All right, let's go over that for now. Okay, cool. So we'll have it upped by give you a +2 to your AC.
Cool.
So with that being said, that's the end of round 1, top of round 2. Woodward, your go.
Okay. I believe it was a different fight. I'm cross-referencing another fight where I actually used all of my wild shapes. I think I still have both of them, right? I just turned into the gorilla the once. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure. If I am, how far did I get knocked back from Corocos after Ichi was thrown at me?
You did not get moved at all. You just
I just took the damage.
1d6 damage. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, then I'm gonna keep swinging. I want to. Activating True Strike is 2 actions.
Activating True Strike is 1 action.
1 action,
Yeah.
great. And if I don't have to move, then I'm gonna try to hit him twice.
Ian, just in case, if you critically succeed at your attack roll with the weapon that's affixed with the talisman I gave you, if you activate the claw, the triggering attack gains the weapon's critical specialization effect. That's what.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll have to be outside of my gorilla form to be able to do that.
Okay.
Because polymorph is strange, and all of my things that I own are inside of me right now. Don't make it weird.
What does it mean by
That's what the book says.
activate the weapon's critical?
I'm using my hero point.
All right, hero point, first one used.
Sidney, your weapon, from the weapon class, whatever it is, it would have, there's a specialty if you took a special feat, but you don't have to have the feat if you want to use the owlbear claw.
Yeah, so for your hands, it would be whatever the critical specialization effect is of an unarmed strike, which I believe is knockback. That or a
Man, I cannot believe this. I rolled a 23 and a 24.
23 and a 24.
Which are both too low.
Just both so
Yes.
close.
So Woodward in his gorilla form just kind of slams his hands and tries attacking him, but apparently his armor is just, he's not feeling the hits through it. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Next up is Ichi.
Okay. So I'm raging already. I'm going to activate that True Strike. So that's an action to activate it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I'm gonna hit him with the axe.
Hit with an axe.
If he asks me a question, I'm going to axe him right in the face.
I just realized I activated True Strike and just didn't even use it. I was like, activated,
no.
and then I just went on my dice roll. So we'll figure that out at the end.
Oh no.
Natural 20?
Yeah! The first one was a 2, but with True Strike, it was natural 20.
Okay, now Sam,
Octopus.
I'm going to activate my trap card and give you a choice. Either you let this crit happen and you will take an amount of damage that I won't tell you until I roll it, or you don't let it happen and you take no damage.
You just got healed.
Do I as Sam I guess there's no assurance that if I let the crit happen, that damage is not just gonna like not exist. I don't know.
Definitely. I'd definitely just hand it to him. We got a cleric on standby.
Yeah, it's true. I'm gonna die anyway.
You're taking it? Okay, so
Yeah.
I want you to roll damage.
Okay, I gotta remember what I'm even doing. Let's see. We are so my D12 is 4. Oh, and I'm maxing. Remind me of crit rolls again. It's been a long time.
Sure thing. So you are going to be doubling the weapon, and you're going to be doubling the bonuses. So you're going to be, I believe you should have the striking quality of your weapon. So it should be 2d12 normally. Now, 4d12. You're also going to be adding in your strength, your rage, your retribution feature. I forgot if there's anything else. Oh, your hatred for Corocos. And you're going to take those numbers and multiply that total by 2 as well.
Okay. And I rolled four dice.
Yep. 4d12, and then you're going to add double all of the other bonuses you normally have.
Okay, here's all my dice. Wow.
Pathfinder got smart in second edition and got rid of all the ×3 critical weapons, right?
Yeah, they
Okay.
did. Excited about all this damage, but also terrified about all this damage. Oh, wow.
Get him.
If this is gonna be something where it like reflects on me, this is like the end of Ichi.
Nah.
How would I know though? But that's the thing, is how would I know?
Yeah.
Ichi would just smash. So that's all I can do. And then we've got my strength. This might just take like just a second. And my rage bonus, which is 6, 2, and 4. Okay, 1 second. Calculator is up. Is that right? I gotta calculator it one more time because I think that was I did that wrong. Holy cow! Yeah, that's definitely not right.
It's definitely right.
I hit the wrong button. Okay, that's 90 points of damage.
90 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you, as you swing your weapon, you see clear as day this little line, right, like just drawn down Corocos' skull. You're about to place that weapon there, and then as like in slow motion the weapon heads toward him, his head looks to you, and you see his eyes flare. You're suddenly put in this world, this space, where he and you are standing in pitch blackness with everything on fire, and he looks at you and he says, "Do you honestly believe that you can stand in front of me? And that you can conquer kingdoms? Then kill me, please. But you will have a hard time wearing the crown." And as the blade slams into his forehead, you suffer 10 mental damage.
Ichi will have said in that brain space, "I don't want to conquer kingdoms. I just want to save them."
And fading as you come to with your blade in his skull, as he's staring at you with a disappointed look, you hear in your head, "Then your home will be turned to rubble, and your temple will be ash under my boot." So You definitely hit him. Now, do you have any more actions available?
I hit him. I activated my thing. How close was I? Was I able to? Said 5 feet away.
You could, in theory, attack him again at a -5.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, Ichi absolutely would. Nah, I was considering using my hero point because I just want to kick his ass, but I'm not going to. The probability is not in my favor. So no, it's a 10 on the die face, so that's a no. Yeah.
Sure enough, it misses. And now it's Corocos' turn. He shouts in Orcish, effectively the command for fire. I need everyone to give me a fortitude save.
I'm good at these. Let's do this.
25. Again? No, wrong. 30.
Do I
Oof.
use my hero point now?
Wait. No, I lied. I'm using a fortitude. Wait.
Yeah.
So I certainly got a 3 on the die face. I am going to use my spiritual guide's feet to have the spirits chatter to me and say, "Get your shit together," and I'm gonna re-roll it.
Merge.
All right.
Much better.
Gotta work my
Beautiful.
shit out.
That new one is 29. So
29. All right.
I got a 26.
Okay. Sounds critical side.
24.
24. Okay.
Now I'm debating whether I use my hero point. Everyone got in their 20s.
Sidney, what you got?
34.
34.
I don't know how.
Okay. And what'd you get, Kylie?
That's the same exact roll. That's a 13.
13. Okay. So, everyone, let me rephrase this. Michael, Sam, and Ian, you are stunned 1. Shunibus, you are stunned 1 and knocked prone, and you're going to be taking 6 damage. And you're going to be, well, I'll get to you in just a second. There's more flavor there. And Sidney, you had a critical success. So suddenly Malthenrax, the horse creature, just starts harder and harder. This giant gust of wind tries to push and pummel you down. Little Ilona just crosses her arms, and whether it's the blessing of Aphra or the badassness of that back foot planted and ready, is able to stand against the pounding winds of this abomination horse, and nothing happens.
It's the wheelies.
It's the wheelies.
You just flow with it.
Shonibus, not only do you take that 6 damage, but you are blown back into the green fire that has completely surrounded the arena. You are now on fire with Malthenrax's breath. You are going to be taking a 2d6 persistent acid damage until you recover. On the start of your turn, end of your turn, you will take 7 acid damage until you can roll a recovery check.
Sidebar, we just had a round. I personally forgot to recover 5 HP at the top of the round. I don't know about the rest of you.
Yes.
Friendly reminder.
Yes. Thank you, Sam.
So that was the horse abomination up in the sky's turn. Corocos is now going to go. First action he is going to use to take a swing at Sam. And then he's going to take a swing at Ian. So let's see. The first one to hit Sam will be... $31. I believe that is a crit. Okay. The second one will be a 26 to hit Ian.
Barely.
Barely, but it'll hit or it'll miss.
Yep. No, it'll hit. It'll hit.
All right. And one more strike against Ian. Ooh. 25?
Yeah, barely.
Okay, I'll take the bareleys. Okay,
My AC goes up a lot when I go into this form.
I love it. You'll love to see it.
Beefy boy.
All right, so let's see. 15, 14, 1. Sam, you take 80 damage on this critical hit.
Oof. Oh yeah, I'm down.
He takes the
Oh.
blade, he swings it around, he actually grabs you by the chin, turns your ear to your shoulder, and cleaves from the neck through to the waist and drops you like it's just refuse. You are now in dying 1. With the turn, he molnays around and comes with another side swing, connects to our friend Woodward. Take 36 damage on the first hit, Woodward.
Okay.
$37 on the second one, as he
Right.
just do a giant cross strike.
Woodward is down for the count.
Okay. You are both at dying 1. Now, with that being said, with one action, no, he attacked you twice. That is Corocos' action. Your numbers have been cut in half. Shonibus is on acid fire. Next up is Ilona. Ilona,
Oh.
you see Corocos just smiling and almost a chuckle as he just says, Yuichi, you are a disappointment. And you see her head move a little further off her shoulder than it should as he
Rude.
throws her. And then with a cross strike, you see a giant ape shrink into a small gnome. And you see your friend hewn from knave to child. And Corocos looks to you with a heavy finger and he says, Pacifist, I will kill you when I am done killing that heretic. As he points over to Shionibus.
No.
What do you do, Ilona?
I'm shaking in my slam dance boots is what I'm doing.
It should be a t-shirt.
Merch.
Okay. Well, that's so great. Okay. Great. Okay, so Kylie, you're on fire, but Woodward and Ichi are dead.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
Okay. Well, actually, I can do this. Rufa, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
You're
I'm okay
okay?
right now.
Great. Perfect. Because I can use one of my focus spells to do Rebuke of Death. I can target up to 1 to 3 creatures, and you get 3d6 of HP. So just picture this for a second. Everyone's almost dead. We're facing the biggest bad that we've ever faced our entire lives. We're only level 4. And we're just struggling real hard. And you see this tiny little cloister cleric just like and like you see the ground kind of like bump down and bump back up, and then like different like vines go to Ichi, Woodwort, and Shionibus, and you'll see like tiny little passion flowers growing out of each of them, and then they will be restored back to 3d6 worth of health. So I'm gonna roll that real fast. Okay, plus that is 15 health to those people. You get 15 health. Please come back.
I'm
Great.
not dead.
I'm actually sweating. And I do believe that a focus, yeah, that's all of my actions. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Ichi becomes conscious. She's like, ah, and she's, thank you, plant. She pats her. She knows it's Ilona. But...
It's okay. The plants are very, very happy that you're alive too.
All right, next up is Shionibis. Shionibis, your turn.
Let's get out of this fire.
All right,
Cut it
take
out.
that 7 persistent acid damage at the end of this turn. My bad. At the end of your turn. My bad.
But what do I need to roll for the recovery check?
So I believe for a recovery check, we're gonna need a flat DC check. So let's just roll a d20, no bonuses. I'll be right back.
All
All right,
y'all.
guys.
Let's go.
Hear me out. I got a Hail Mary idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run away.
That's,
You
I mean, solid,
don't you
Oh,
dare.
solid choice.
No.
I like this.
I
Don't
will
blame
hunt
you.
First of all, Rufa is a survivor. And number 2, he is gonna come back. He's
I'm
not running away forever. He's coming back
survivor.
to bring something else.
Just be
with him.
gone for a bit.
Uh-huh.
I'll be right back, guys.
Is that like when your parents like send your dog to the farm up north?
Are you getting Morel or Tobias or
Okay.
God?
Okay, there's gotta be at some point like the rescue team comes and gets us. Like he has to have a backup plan. Right? It can't just be.
I think
us.
it'd be kind of awesome if you just TPK'd everybody. The first back. It's a power move.
Our new
All
main
right.
campaign is
I
the
mean-
what we do in the dark.
Yeah, right.
I'm fine with that
do
though. Like,
have an item here that allows. I don't know if PJ remembers, but that allows me to summon 200 people.
heck, use his items against him.
I
Do
like
it.
that you threw an acid bomb at him when you had 200 people sitting in your back pocket.
No, I was trying to get rid of the minion first.
Fair enough.
I mean, that's solid.
That's what you do in JRPGs. Have
Right.
you ever played a Final Fantasy before?
I'm not a Final Fantasy guy. I'm a Star Ocean guy.
Same
That's
guy.
the same concept.
I need new dice, y'all. This is an embarrassment.
How
And
about
yes,
while we
Eric
wait?
Jackson, bravely buggering off. He's bravely buggering off.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I love that movie. Thank you, Eric Jackson. Has anyone seen Monty Python: The Holy Grail?
Ah, yes. Yeah.
Nope.
Mhm.
But honestly, I don't
We
think
need to watch
the
that too.
item that allows me to summon 200 people will actually teleport them here. It just like beacons of Gondors, I think. So it's not actually a teleport.
I mean, might as well. Right. They'll arrive right when we have all died.
Yeah.
Well, we might have all died, but at least Corocos can't burn down the entire city, right?
I
Bad.
And
definitely
Rufa
think I
survives.
should have
Like
died.
that.
Come on! If you no, you can't die. I mean, listen, you can die now because I only have one of
Oh.
those rebuke deaths.
Right.
Reap Psyche just reminded me of another item I had.
Oh, see, this is my chat.
Ooh,
I
wow.
like how you're like, I can't die.
That
It's
is
like,
a good one.
well, Alona,
But-
like emotionally, I can't die.
Yeah.
But physically,
But then
I,
physically,
I
yeah.
surely can.
But then I have to convince him to fight, and he won't. I don't think he'll fight.
All right, so what I missed while I was gone?
I rolled a 5.
Nothing.
You rolled a 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
So unfortunately, you're
still
still
on fire.
gonna take that damage. But you still have 3 actions. What are you gonna do?
Lock and load. But I'm gonna. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna activate my True Strike.
Okay.
Because even though I have one of my rings, I still have to activate it, right? Even though it has True Strike with it.
So the ring has True Strike on it, but you are currently under Shog's blessing, so you can only get True Strike once. But you get to decide if you want to use your twice-a-day ring or the blessing that happens every round from Shog himself.
But both of them still taking one action to
Oh yes, yeah. My apologies. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna use the one Shulk gave me and hope for the best. Lock and load. Are you kidding me? Why? Why? That's a 27 to hit.
That hits Corocos.
Where's my other... Let's go. I'm rolling nothing but ones. That's
Everybody else gets scared. PJ gets
7
intrigued.
damage.
7 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's your next 2 actions?
1 action because I activated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna step out of the fire, so I did at least have that going for me.
Okay.
And that's it.
So as the arrow finds its mark on Corocos, I'm gonna say it hits him right here. He kind of takes it, stumbles back, he drops to one knee. His shoulders start to slowly slump. And then finally, a hand seems to wake up, grip the arrow from his skull. And he looks back at you with renewed vigor. You just activated his trap card. He's back with more fury.
Ooh.
What?
I don't even know what that card was.
You just
We're doing
ignore
okay,
myself
guys.
So hard.
We're not doing as bad as I thought we were.
Was it
Okay.
Kujiro?
Is
Let's
it
do this.
I think yep. Ian, we're on the
All
same
right.
page. Let's
Is
go.
it pot of greed?
I would give you a hero point, but I feel like at this point,
He
Rufa.
deserves it.
Give the hero point.
Give that hero.
I'll give Ilona the hero point.
Ayo.
Dare you.
Let's
Dare
do our
you
next
let
round
it above
anyway.
her head.
All right. For my first action,
Mm-hmm.
Rufa's going to, since honestly, it seems like Corocos, his intentions are elsewhere with the other members of our party.
Mm-hmm.
First action, Rufa's gonna stealth out of combat.
Good.
Okay, so you're gonna stealth.
Yeah.
So you're gonna stealth. Okay.
No, I have an idea, guys. Don't worry. Well, hopefully it'll work. Okay, that is 26.
26 to stealth. Okay, one
Yeah.
second.
Turn around and we just see like a note like floating down in the air. BRB.
BRB. No.
It's just an IOU.
Ever.
Not even a
Okay.
BRB. It's an IOU.
I owe you one teammate at your direst moment. All right. So you enter stealth. What do you do with the other 2 actions?
Rufa's gonna go run off, trying to find the nearest stable that sounds like it has horses and stuff in it.
Okay, now remember, you are currently surrounded in a
Oh.
sheath of this acidic fire that you saw in the forest.
Oh,
You
so
can't
we're-
really leave this fight.
Hmm.
Plus, that would be so many actions. You'd basically be out for the rest of the fight.
Use clown lore.
Sadly, I'm not Pippo this time. I mean,
Clown lore only works when you're Pippo,
Yeah,
the
I
avatar
do
of the
have
Everton.
this, but it's not gonna work. But okay. Well, I'm stealth, which is that might work.
Lore clown warfare.
You know what?
Lore clown lore.
Rufa's going to. He knows this battle is. It's not going good. It's not going good. He's rubbing his chin, and then a light bulb, a Pippo-esque light bulb, just ding above his head. He reaches into his pocket. He pulls out he has 2 hairs, 2 golden hairs. He used to have 3, but now he has 2. Puts one back in his pocket with that one
Mhm.
hair. Puts on his palm, whispers the name of the Monkey King, and blows.
Okay. Give me a D100 roll.
Okay, I'm gonna have to actually open another window for that.
All right, yeah, take your time. And this, so you did 1 stealth, 1 to activate this item. Do you have one more action on hand before we go down this rabbit hole, or is that your turn?
Let's see. One second. Well, my role is the answer to life and everything, which is a 42.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Special. Extra
Mhm.
special. It's even better than a nat 20. I've
Yeah.
heard.
Thanks for all the fish.
Exactly.
Exactly.
My last action, as Rufa has, is he's going to. Is there any buildings or anything around him?
Unfortunately, again, you're still stuck in the green fire. You'd have to move through it, and that's taking a lot of damage persistently until you get it. You might die from burning.
Okay. He's going to sneak as much as he can behind Corocos without activating attack of opportunity.
Okay. So you're gonna move. Got it.
Yeah.
You will move, and you're moving behind him.
Out of range of his attack of opportunity or his attack melee range.
Do you know exactly how far that range is?
You know what? I'm gonna say he's going to move about 30 feet behind him.
Okay. All right. Do you
I
have the
think
movement
that's
to? Yeah, I'll give you that. No problem. All right. And that's the end of your turn. Sung Wukong pops up in smoke. And he points to Corocos. And he goes, make a photo to say the green bitch.
I love him.
I love that
Let him
monkey.
down, man. Always summon a god. Always summon a god.
If you have it, burn it.
And Corocos rolls a critical fail.
Oh,
Yes!
yes! When it really matters.
The
Ouch.
monkey business, y'all.
Right.
You know what? I'm just gonna let you know. Originally, my idea was Rufus was gonna get a wagon and Izakai Corocos by running the wagon into him.
Nice.
We're gonna like, oh, wagon, you better send him to a different dimension.
Yeah.
All right,
That was my
so
original idea.
as he points to Corocos looks surprised, and he's like, "You are not the gods of this. What are you doing here?" And suddenly you see giant tusks come shooting out of his mouth. You see the hand holding the swords grow giant, jagged dragon claws. You see horns start breaking from his flesh. You see his body just start breaking and shifting and changing as he's sitting there looking like this disgusting dragon abomination. And he's looking at himself and his sword as you've cast bestial curse on him. The target is clumsy 1 and a weakness to silver, but now he also has gained a claw, hoof, horn, or jaw strike of my choice. I'm saying he gets all of them.
Oh.
Doesn't matter, he won't use it. He's a stubborn orc. But whenever he uses a manipulation action, it must succeed a DC 5 flat check or the action is lost, and this duration is unlimited because he critically failed. So he's clumsy. He still gets that, but he's unlimited this kind of unusual draconic abomination orc, and he's like,
He's just stuck this way.
I don't like this feeling. And with that, you hear someone go, you got 1 left. Eyes on you. Bye.
Rufus gets the double mint ad commercial thumbs up.
I also imagine that, like, when the monkey appeared and started doing something, everyone was like, "Yay, monkey!" And then, like, he just gets like more disgusting.
Yes.
Is that better?
Right. It sounded like he got tusks and claws and all sorts of things, and we're like, I don't know if he could get so many extra, ways to kill us. Thanks, monkey guy.
You do.
Look, I didn't say my help was going to be useful. I just said it was help.
No,
I'm going to start doing that.
monkeying around.
I'm going to walk up to people and be like, I can help, but it's not going to be useful.
That was a monkey's paw, wasn't it?
There it
Look,
is.
I have to make sure I say that every time. It's like, look, the spirit is willing, but the body is confused and clumsy. So that being said, top of the next round, Ichi, you now look at Corocos. He now looks like this unusual monstrosity. What do you do?
Isn't it Ian?
Oh, is it? Yes, it is. Thank you for correcting me.
We did-
Woodwards.
Also, top of the round, take your +5.
Also,
We did clarify I'm not dead, right?
Yes, you. Well, you're. Yeah, you were brought back with the ability that Ilona
Right.
did. You're not dead.
Good. I'm not dead.
But
So
you
I
still
have.
gonna make eye contact with Woodward. Just kind of gives a shrug.
Right, yeah, because I've come back from consciousness and Corocos looks mighty different than when I first when I last saw him. Woodward is going to reach into one of his pockets and grab his snap leaf talisman and break it. The snap leaf talisman gives me featherfall, but more importantly, invisibility. So Woodward pops out of existence. Doing that, I'm going to stand up, which is another action. So that's 2 of my actions. And with my last one, I am going to try to hit him with a produce flame. Because I'm invisible, I am undetected unless he has some other power I don't know of. Which means he's flat-footed against me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to strike him as Woodward. Let's see. 25 to hit. Flat-footed.
That hits flat-footed. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, here we go. And that is...
Since Rufus behind Corocos, isn't he also flanked now? So anybody
Yes, but
adjacent?
the only benefit that would give would be flat-footed, which he already
Okay.
is anyway.
Okay.
He takes 10 damage total
Okay.
as I shoot
alright.
flame at him.
Nicely done. So he's looking around with this new monstrosity of his body. Fire burns him. Woodward. This is why I chose you for the sword. It's a shame. You said no. But you heard him. You heard him good. You heard him. Any other actions left?
No, but he technically can't move.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to take a step action because I hit him with damage, and he's being currently threatened by mush. And so that is his support action. No step action if threatened by mush and hit and damaged by Woodward.
All right. All right.
So he's stuck.
Okay. He cannot step. Next up is Ichi.
Ichi's gonna smash. And I guess he is flat-footed right now because of Arufa.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ichi smash. And I'm in melee right now, right? That one fell off the desk.
Believe so, yeah.
Cool. That first one is a 29.
That hits.
Hell yeah. That is... Wait, is my axe 2d12 or 1d12?
Your weapon is doing 2d12.
Oh. Okay, cool. One of those was max damage. Hooray! Somebody wants me to live up there in the Godlands. It's Rage plus Retribution Axe plus I hate orcs plus that's everything. That's 28. That's 28 points of damage.
28 damage? Okay.
And then Ichi's gonna smash again with that minus. Wait, I have 2 actions left, so I can I can use one of them to, what's it called? Oh my god, my brain just turned blank.
Activate your
True strike.
Yes, you can.
Trap card.
Yes, I'm gonna true strike. Then I'm going to use last action for another attack. That's with a -5, right? Well, that's not gonna do it. That's bad. The highest was a 9, so I think that makes it a 13.
Okay. Well, the 13 will miss. So that's your last action, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it is now Corocos' turn. So remind me, Ian, is it that Corocos can't move at all, or if he does, he provokes attack of op? How does that work?
So it says no step action. is specifically what it says. So I don't know if that's a 5-foot step. Instead, if he can move out of it, basically the whole thing is that, and I think it is a 5-foot step. Basically, it is he can't 5-foot step out or in any direction. He can only use his entire move action.
Okay. He will in fact use another action instead, but he will stride instead of stepping, so that will circumvent that. Okay, cool. Okay. Ilona, what's your AC?
Oh, that's 15.
15?
Yeah. I'm a cleric.
This will be a dirty crit then?
Oh.
Oh no, I'm missing one of my... Put that aside. Oh, there it is. Okay.
The flower.
Okay.
Corocos doesn't like flowers. It's canon.
5 is 19, 27, 32.
That's a lot of numbers. They keep getting higher.
All right, so you take 55 damage, Ilona.
Goodbye, I'm dead.
All right. So he charges at you, and he just says, "I told you, pacifist." And he takes his blade up and slashes across. As you drop, he turns to Shionibus, extends the blade out, and then goes for a spear thrust towards Shionibus.
Did he leave my range? Oh, I don't get attack of opportunity, do I?
And not unless you have the feat. I believe you get that at level
No.
6 as a barbarian, unfortunately.
Alas, in 3 years.
Let's see. Does a 22 hit you, Shionibus?
Yeah, barely. But it does.
Okay. You take 32 damage as he just strikes across you.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm still up.
Still up. All right.
You said 32?
32, that was correct.
Cool. Right on. All good things.
He starts to kind of even joke with his new monstrous form. You know, I should have realized. I should have killed your pacifist friend first. But now I know better. Tactics. There's always learning. Mouth and racks. Fire! Everyone give me a reflex save. Except for Sidney, because you're ground clericing.
I
Wow.
believe the term is planking.
You really had to say, really had to go there, didn't you?
I
Even
did,
if I'm
I did.
hidden?
Yeah, because it's an area of effect spell. Well, spell is a long word. It's an area of effect.
You
Whoops.
said reflex or fortitude?
Reflex.
Reflex.
Oh, that's better. Cool.
Whoops.
I got 25.
25. Okay, one second. 1, 2, 2. And okay, so you got 25, right, Michael?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a success.
Yes.
31.
31. That is a critical success.
24.
24. That is a success.
I got a 9.
That is a failure. So I'm gonna roll.
It's a lot of dice in his hand. Hey.
I just realized some of us might have been spoiled from
Maybe they're
playing
all
high
going,
level
"Ding, ding,
characters the
ding."
last month.
Right?
Mm.
Forgot what it was like.
Right.
Okay, so if you fail, you're taking the total of this. If you succeeded, you're taking half of this. And if you critically succeeded, you're taking none of this. Mouth and Rax and shoots from his mouth green fire, the likes of which you see burning and scarring the landscape of Agrippa upon a bear, doing 21 acid damage. If you fail, you take all of it. If you succeed, you take half of 21. If you critically succeed, you take nothing out of 21.
You activated my trap card. I am going to use shield block. with my pickle barrel lid shield, which everything breaks through. It takes 5 HP off of that, so I take what is that? 16 overall,
Nice.
which means I'm up, and that's all that matters.
Yep. You also notice Malthenrax, who's been at the back of this part of the port. The horseshoe of fire has been closing off and starts to fly closer to Corocos, almost like he's like giving overwatch to Corocos. If you make a free perception check, we can give you a bit more details.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. That's a 26.
I got a 28.
20.
26, 28, 20,
29.
29. All four of you. Wait, was that Sidney? Oh, for a minute, I thought you were rolling
No,
something.
I'm just turning on the red light because I'm dead.
Red light. You're unconscious.
You're just dying one.
Roxanne.
Close to dying.
So the four of you realize Malthenrax is getting worried that Corocos may actually be killed today, and he is very close to giving him an easy escape.
Kill the bird.
I was trying to.
Okay, so that was Corocos' turn. Next up is Shonibus' turn. Oh, actually,
Wow.
no. I do need you to give me a, for lack of a better word, a death saving throw. Roll a d20. You want to get a, let's see, you're dying one. Try to beat an 11.
Oh, I definitely did. I got a 19.
19. All right, you are stabilized at 0 HP. You're at wounded 1, which means the next time you are dropped, unfortunately, you'll be starting off your death count at dying 2. But you don't get a turn, as you are still at 0 HP.
Right, that makes sense.
Shonibus, your turn.
Try to put out this fire again. Round 2.
All right, give me a recovery check.
18 on the die.
Yeah, sure enough, you are finally able to get enough dirt and sand in this acidic fire that it is squashed and done. You're no longer taking 7 persistent acid damage.
Sick. Activate True Strike.
Okay.
And we're gonna fire again. Or fire for the first time.
Eat him.
Are you?
How bad, my dude? How bad?
No, I rolled my 5th, nat 1.
No, throw that dice in the in the fire.
It's been literally all of them.
Let the
They're
bird.
always with my True Strike, and me
Kylie,
just doing doubles. Anyway,
we need to talk about how often you're doing your sage cleansings. You really got to keep on schedule.
Yeah, and your dice have to be a part of it.
Right?
it's a 22 to hit, which I know misses.
With it, 22 with a critical fail? God damn.
Well, my
Okay.
True Strike, because you have advantage, don't you?
Oh, yes. Okay, so 22 is the highest of those two. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That will miss, but good on you.
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay, okay. Last of the round is Rufa. What are you gonna do, Rufa?
All right. First action. Let us.
It's a not so quite a Kieran, which is the mythical beast I think this thing is based off of. Except it's got people
Not
hands,
mine.
which is weird.
Right now, because Itchy's nearby, Corocos still has flanking on it, right?
Corocos left-ish. Where I
Yeah, he's moved since then, so he is no longer flanked by you.
Okay. Darn. All right. First action, actually, I am going to do devise stratagem.
All right.
I think I'm the one taking Chonibus's lock tonight.
Is that a critical 20? I can't
yeah.
tell.
You
Yeah,
gotta
it
shift
is.
the
Yeah.
angle a little bit more and catch the light.
Shift it, yeah, shift it down.
Yeah, we want to see that. There we go.
There it is.
Yeah.
There's that
That's
So
sweet
I'm gonna
20.
keep that 20.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. I'm gonna give you guys a choice. I could give him a pretty bad debuff, or I could deal some damage, but I don't deal high damage.
Debuff
I would do
that
the
shit.
if you're not gonna shoot the horse dragon reverse centaur thing, you should definitely do a debuff.
All right. Rufa is going to first. The action after that is going to be he's going to feint Corocos with his whip. So
All right.
I'm going to roll a deception check against the opponent's perception DC.
Okay.
They're gonna say he's gonna faint and play dead.
Hey, I actually had a feat for that. There's a feat for that. I had it in what we do in the shadows or what we do in the dark series.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, you take a certain amount of damage and you get to make a performance check to just fall over and pretend you're dead.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a thing.
That's
All right,
amazing.
my action was going to be I got a 28 on that.
A 28.
Mm-hmm.
It succeeds.
Yes. Okay. They are now flat-footed against melee attacks that I attempt until the end of my current turn, and I'm going to
Okay.
use now that 20 to trip them.
Okay.
Ooh.
So yeah, that works.
Yeah.
I guess he's
Yeah.
tripped.
Critical
I
20.
think-
Boom.
Yeah, and that critical 20 actually, I think he's prone, and also I think he deals. Is it extra damage too when he's critical tripped?
I don't believe so. At least I don't think so. You're
Mhm.
grabbing him and tripping him. I don't remember the full thing on a critical prone, but he is for sure prone, which gives you the flat-footed bonus.
Okay. Just check really quick because it actually matters with my next turn. Let's see. Yeah, I think you're right. With my last turn, Rufa is going to just hit him again with the whip. That's the only thing you can really do, so that's a regular attack.
Okay.
Man, I thought I had an idea, but now that he's down on the ground,
Wait, is it? Wait, do I get strategic strike actually with that thing?
It's been a while since we've done strategic
Yeah.
strike. I think you have to. Yeah, if it's the thing you're using with your.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't play Rufa as a damage dealer.
Yeah, just roll to hit.
Yeah. So that's a 27.
Okay, now your choice. Do you want to negate this attack and not take damage, or do you want to take damage that I'll tell you only when you roll yours?
I'm going to not take the damage.
As you raise your whip in the air and you're ready to strike him, in your head, first of all, he looks at you immediately from the ground, his eyes staring deep into you, and inside your mind, you're almost seeing your son with Corocos with a dagger around his neck, and he's just going, no. Don't kill your children because you hate your enemies. When you return to Shin, I will see you there. And as you slowly lower your whip, he goes, good, Rufa, this is why I like you. And then the image fades from your head. You don't take 12 mental damage, and you recoil your whip back. Now, with that being said, top of the next round, Woodward.
Take your 5. Take your
5.
plus
ooh,
5.
I do have 5 hit points.
Sydney, you were also healed 5. This puts you back in the fight.
Yay!
And you said he's prone on the ground, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
And flank too.
I mean, prone, flanked, it all.
Yeah. I. I'm going to use my what was it? The True Strike. Jeez. Wow. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna activate True Strike, and then I'm going to use Acidic Burst on him. I need a basic reflex save from him.
Hold on.
Should not be great.
Prone only gives a -2 to hits from the ground. It does not affect the reflex save.
Ooh, wow.
Breaking the
That's
rules.
seems like a glaring oversight. But
Not gonna lie, I agree, which is why
Go
I'm going to impose a -2. Actually, wait a minute. He still clumsied 1, so he still gets a -1 to this. roll.
ooh, okay, I'll take it. Just take the -1 is fine.
Yeah. And you're gonna like this. Out of curiosity, what's your DC?
Oh, my spell DC is a 19.
A 19. A 19. Okay, good. Good to know. Good to know. Because he rolled a die face 3.
Ooh,
His total is a 12.
great. Good.
He fails.
I don't get to do any more damage to him than this, unfortunately, but let's see. That's 8 damage,
All right.
and that is a 2-action spell, so that's my turn.
Okay. Ichi, here you go.
So he's all on the ground, all
Just
sad. And you know what could really help him out? Yeah, an axe right there with him to keep him company.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna smash.
Ichi smash.
All right, and is he flanked right now?
He's prone, so in theory he's flanked. That's right.
All right. Uh-oh, drop the dice.
And Sun Wukong's debuff will be affecting his AC, as Clumsy 1 will remove 1 from his armor class as well.
Well, that was a 19 on the die face. That's gonna be a 29.
Nailed it.
Hold on. Not a dirty crit, but actually a hit. Roll damage.
Yeah.
Now, here's the question, Ichi. If you hit him, you will take an unknown amount of damage. Do you want to take that?
I take it.
Okay.
Ichi knows nothing but smash.
All right, roll damage.
All right, let's see. Calculator, go in. I also would like to take this moment to thank our sponsor, the Windows Calculator.
Mm-hmm.
Without
Windows.
you, I...
Windows, it's everywhere you're not right now.
Yeah. Equals 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage. All right. And you take 12 mental damage.
Ow!
You're up.
I'm still alive.
Still alive.
all that
Ichi takes that, like, head is racked by this mental damage, and she looks beat up. Really, really beat up to the point where she's not gonna make another hit, because if that happens again, she's gonna be down. Well, I don't know if she's raging. Ichi knows nothing but smash.
Oh.
Let's see. I have 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take 1 action. I'm gonna... Who around me looks the most healthy on my team?
Me, probably.
Yeah, Roof hasn't been hit the entire fight.
All right, I'm gonna take out my duct tape. And I'm gonna toss it over to Rufa for my second
Right.
action.
Right. The duct tape.
Remember that magical item.
And I'm gonna say, you're gonna need that. And then I'm gonna take the second hit.
All right. Now, you can choose to roll, or if you really want to roll and try to hit him, you will take mental damage again.
Well, I don't know if I hit yet.
That's fair. Roll to hit. See if it hits. We'll
Okay.
go from there. So be at a -5.
Okay. Oh my god. That was still prone, but I got a 5 and a 4, so yeah, that was like
Well,
15.
No, so that ability does not get used as the 9 will miss, but it
I
is
keep
now...
using that skill wrong. I
Hmm?
keep using it wrong. Sorry.
I was gonna
Oh.
mention to activate
I
the
keep-
thing because you
I
don't
act-
need it if he's prone.
Yep. Uh-huh.
So Corocos gets up, shouts fire. Everyone give me a reflex save.
Got this one in the bag.
If I don't, if I
can
don't
feel it.
crit succeed this.
Nailed it.
Oh, no, crit
Hero
succeed
point.
this. Woo! All
Oh.
right,
Oh,
that's right, baby.
PJ, I just realized something.
Was a
Corocos counts as my my ongoing case of the Green War, right?
yeah, he really does.
Yeah,
I
that
just
actually
realized
works.
I mean, he's literally the reason the Green War is
Yeah.
happening.
No. That's a very good point.
Reflex or fortitude, real quick.
Reflex save.
Okay.
DC 20.
Oh,
Okay.
good. 22.
I hope this is a crit success because I need a crit success. 28.
28. Okay, not a crit success. Still a success. You're gonna
Ugh.
take half of this damage.
Nope, that's
20.
probably enough.
29.
29, not a crit success. You're still taking half this damage. Michael, have you taken the previous ones or you not
Yeah.
critically succeed on? Okay, good. That's important. Ian, how about you?
I got a nat 1.
No!
You're taking double damage.
Yeah. I'm out of hero points.
Oh.
Yeah. And Kylie, what was your save?
Meets it, beats it.
What's that?
Meets it, beats it.
All right.
Mm.
So that is a success. So the total number I rolled was 26 acid damage. If you critically failed, that's 52 acid damage. If you succeeded, that's half of 26. If you didn't succeed, you take 26 acid damage.
Is there a rule for how much damage I take instantly kills me?
I'm going to say no. There may be, but the rule we're playing with here is the dying wounded trade-off.
And all that matters is I'm at 0.
Yeah, you're at dying 2 now. You're
Yeah.
starting off at
yeah.
dying 2.
Cool.
Me too, right? Because I'm down for sure. I had
Yeah,
3
you're
points.
starting off at dying 2.
Eric Jackson wants to point out that Eric Jackson has a hero point.
So now, Eric Jackson, who is the one person? You know what? Let's see who else. How's everyone else doing with taking 26 acid damage? Or half, 13 in the case of Rufa. Oh, in the case of, you have 5 HP. So Kylie has 5 HP. Rufa, how are you doing after taking 13 acid damage on top of all the other acid damages you've taken?
I'm okay because I didn't take that mental damage last time.
Smart move. Sydney, how are you doing?
I'm dying too.
So half the party is dying 2.
You got the duct tape though, Rufa. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, you got the tape.
You got the tape.
Kylie has 5 HP. Rufa's, I'm guessing half of his HP, a little above.
See. I have to use Windows calculator.
Our sponsor.
Yeah.
Windows. It's everywhere. You wish you were, but here. And you're not.
I am now at 23.
You're at 23
Ooh.
HP.
Mhm.
So, Eric Jackson, your choice. Do you want to give it to Kylie and make sure she is not at 5 HP? Do you want to try and give it to someone else in an attempt that they don't die? Do you want to give it to Rufa to make sure he takes no damage? I'll be right back.
Listen to me.
Tape's the cleric.
Technically, I'm the cleric now with the duct tape, I think.
Yeah,
Give it to
you are.
Ichi.
Give it to Ichi.
Give it to
Give
Ichi.
it to Ichi.
Whoa!
Give it to
I had,
Ichi.
I had 3
Yeah.
HP.
Retribution
It seems
axe.
like he just gave her the
Retribution axe.
Ilona.
Yeah.
Oh,
He just
yeah.
went
Then
to
Oh.
Ilona.
Ichi.
Wait, wait.
Ichi,
Yes.
Ichi. Retribution axe.
Okay.
That's what needs to happen.
Okay.
How many actions does it take to use the duct tape?
It's just one.
Okay. What I can do is trip, movement, duct tape, itchy.
Okay. How many?
Yeah,
how-
but
how
no,
much more do we think that he has left?
not
We gotta
much.
kill the bird.
He's like
Not
hanging
much.
on. He's hanging on.
Yeah,
by a
he's
thread.
barely hanging on.
So,
So
we
my-
don't want to take the bird out.
My whole thing is that basically we need to take him either down to 0 or
Huh.
past what 0 would be, because he's a raging orc, which means that even though he's technically dead, he can
Mhm.
still fight on.
Mhm.
And that happened like
oh no.
2 rounds ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he doesn't.
So,
You were saying he
we
doesn't have
have-
much left.
But like I said, I
So-
was trying to take out the bird, and I rolled I think an 18 on my attack roll. Granted, I'm not really a damage dealer, but I
Right.
still missed. I try to
Mhm.
at fire,
Yeah.
alchemist
Oh, he's
fire.
back.
Save Ichi.
Hey.
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 We
Eric
also,
Jackson.
we got a volunteer from Reef Psyche who also has a hero point.
Okay.
Reef Psyche wants to give his hero point to me, and we were voting that Ichi should get the other one.
Okay.
Um,
So if you want to, you can each roll d20 right now and see how that will affect your save. It's your choice.
Well, if you want to give me the hero point, but the thing is, I rolled a 19 on my last roll, so I would need to crit success. I would need a natural 20 to
What was your
not
total?
be. I rolled a 19, and my reflex save was a +9 to that.
Yeah, that should be a lot, but I was a 28.
28.
Oh, but you took half, so you took 13 damage. That was my bad. Okay.
Right,
But-
which still would have taken her down.
Still
taken her
takes
down.
me down. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I was
yeah.
at 3 hit points. So I don't think a hero point's gonna help me unless we really have faith in a natural 20.
I mean, that's
we
it.
can.
It's literally
Up to
this.
y'all.
It's literally the same amount of like. It's the same thing that I would do.
Mhm.
Right,
Okay.
like even if I took it, I would have to hopefully roll in that 20.
Now,
Up to you.
conversely, you can bank it. Have you used a hero point already?
Me?
Yeah.
Actually, I have not.
So if you bank it and have a 2+, you can burn all of them to automatically come back
Yeah.
from dying.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Forgot about that.
Let's do that.
There is a fun little rule that says if you have about 2 to 3 hero points, you can burn all of them to come back from dying. Now, this doesn't mean the dying wounded conditions go away. You can still be absolutely like rest in peace, but you are back right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why you always try to keep that pocket 1 hero point if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Well, I did not.
well, that's what Ilona's gonna do too.
You're going to burn all your hero points to come back automatically?
Yeah, because Reef Psyche gave you one.
Okay, okay.
So
So you will be at, I believe, wounded. This is the second time, so you'll be at wounded 2, which means the next time you die, you'll be at dying 3, and dying 4 is where you die for good.
Got it.
Okay.
Right.
Unless
Whose
of course
turn
you
is
have
it?
dying, of course you have Die Hard, in which case dying 5 is when you die. But well, let's see. I believe Rufa went. No,
I
wait,
didn't
no,
go.
it's Corocos' turn. It's Corocos' turn because he did the big breath attack.
yeah.
I don't. Okay. Interesting
No.
point just for him.
Sure.
The snap leaf talisman. The invisibility lasts for the duration. Does it have anything to do with me being conscious or not?
You know, that's a very good question. I'm going to say that when you're dead, it goes away.
Okay.
Much like the
yeah.
spells.
Okay. So I'm Woodward peacefully laying on the ground pops back into existence.
Really good, so we can find you.
Right. Now,
That's also a good call.
so Corocos stood up. Malthrax did support fire. Corocos still has 2 actions left.
I'm still laying on the ground. Like.
So you're laying on the
whoa.
ground.
Uh-huh.
Woodward's laying on the
I'm
ground.
Totally dead, y'all.
Alone, are you back up?
No.
Okay.
I'm
We're
at
all
0
dead.
HP. I'm like.
Wait, didn't you get 5 for?
And
that
then we
round?
died again.
It
Oh, I
is
didn't realize
at
you died
yeah.
again.
Which is why she, when she comes back, she will be at wounded 2, which means when she drops back down again, she'll be at dying 3 out of 4.
That's right.
Okay, so Rufa, you are spotted, being that you are covered in green acid.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
Not that good. I'm at 21.
Okay. He 31 again. He's gonna dirty crit you.
Mm. I'm not combat character.
Listen, it's okay. Duct tape rolls.
Yeah.
So when you go unconscious, it's gonna roll to someone else.
Just like bandage yourself up with it.
Yeah.
Are we all gonna die?
Probably.
I hope so.
Shut up, Sidney.
Michael, I want to apologize in advance. He is going to deliver 77 damage
Yeah,
to you.
I'm gone.
Yes. You see him charge, and as he gets right up to you, he slows down, raises his hand up, and he says, "No offense, I do respect you," and cuts you down like corn in the field, just cuts you.
Can I
That
have
was
a
a lot
final
nicer.
line?
You're not dead, you're only dying.
Okay.
So as he cuts you
Not
down,
dead yet.
and you drop into dying one. He has one action left. Shionibus. He looks to you.
Thanks.
Sounds of panic. The caption just says, Shionibus makes sounds of panic.
And you hear a slight laugh in his voice. All right, heretic. You claim to be the avatar of Gorm. Then I will let you choose what happens to your friends. Do you let me kill you? Or do you let me leave? The choice, sister, is yours.
Gonna put her arrow away.
Mm-hmm.
Steps back and just like bows.
He grabs the sheath to a
Quick
sword.
attack!
Oh! Oh! Oh, I fell for it like a dummy.
That was brutal.
There it is.
No, okay, so he still has an action.
Yeah. No.
If you survive this strike, I will make him flat-footed for your strike, okay?
Unless it's
All he
a
has to do is miss.
fail.
All he
I
has to
just
do is
need
miss.
You need to survive so
Oh,
I can
no.
get my turn, and we might be able to turn this around.
He's still clumsy.
Oh no.
It's interesting because you think he would be using his
Oh, no.
action to wait for her answer.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yep, that's a good one.
28, what's your AC?
Uh,
Oh no.
Oh
Okay, guys, we need new character art.
It's okay,
Hold
we're
on,
gonna
hold on.
do the what we do in the dark.
I already made a
Alright.
plan.
So what is your AC?
20.
It's what?
20.
20.
Not a
okay.
dirty crit.
Not a dirty crit. You said you have 5 HP left? Okay. So with the smite everything, the rage, his bonus strength, and his weapon specialization, I'm going to say that's enough to drop you. I'm not going to roll dice and do all that rigmarole. And in the seconds it takes, after he turns to you and he goes, you bow to him, and then you pull back into a bow and arrow. Shionubis, you do not disappoint. He takes the blade with one hand and strikes you clean across. You can feel it breaking your hip bone as your entire spine bends against the weight of his steel and just drags across you. You drop to the ground. He puts the blade in. He shouts to Malfinrax, the creature, just... Malfinrax, the Green King needs to know his general is done with Agrippa upon Aubert. There is nothing left for me here. He mounts the horse, and with a few seconds, flies and takes off. In moments, he peels through the sky and takes away just miles of sky. As he's gone, as you lay cold on the ground, you can see a giant tree somewhere in the world. A little squirrel looks at you, confused in the tree. sees something, runs away. Walking from behind a tree, you see Nadir. She pets a stag, and she says, "Legends of today, heroes of tomorrow. This is not the end yet." Everyone takes that fast healing 5 for the last time, coming back from the brink of death, just in time to see Corocos fly away. And you can see the Black Lion, the conqueror of nations, the general of the Green King, the man who would be warlord, is profusely bleeding all over his mount, while you have not won the day. You have given a man with only one scar many more to consider and remember you by. Corocos leaves, beaten, battered, bloodied, not broken, only 3 HP left to his name. And in the ground, you see slammed into the fine stone masonry a knife with a letter wrapped around it, assumingly from his hand. And with his presence gone, the green fire finally vanishes and flies away, just smoldering embers lost in the mid-afternoon sunlight. Across the horizon, you see the sun just slipping away. Like all that was lost, all that was slaughtered, all that was won, and all that was survived, just to be forgotten as the moon arises. But there in the sky, like a bruise, like a reminder, is that dead dragon carcass with a castle built on its back flying in the sky. You survive, Corocos, to live another day. And that is where we're going to take our 5-minute break. When we come back, the heroes of Edge of Legend are not done yet. See you at 9:52 p.m. PST. We'll see you then. And thank you so much. Hello, everyone, and thank you for that 5-minute break. Thank you so much. I hope you liked it. Hope you're still here. Hope you're having fun. So now, the question that gets asked to every hero: once you've made your way into the forest, once you've met the destroyer, and once you've been humbled at the feet of the destroyer, what does a hero do when they're still in the forest? The fire goes away, and you were there just as the kind of hours between the sun fading and the moon rising high and Agrippa upon a bear, all the green flame goes away, and the entire battle is over, but the city is still scarred from the fight. I saw a finger, Sam. What was that?
The second Ichi is conscious and sees him flying away, she's yelling, "Get back here, you coward!" That's it. That's all I got.
That's fair. That's fair. Absolutely fair. Yeah, you can see him riding Malfinrax, his ride, his steed, his weird abomination between a horse and human orcish hands and weird skin and scales and bat wings, as he flies back to his castle in the sky.
Let it be known that I thought you, when you said Malfinrax, I was like, I thought you said Muffinrax.
Okay, I'm not the only one that heard it.
And now I just want to call them Corocos and Muffinrax.
I was gonna say his weird abomination. I'm like, that's what my partner calls me. Weird little abomination.
All right, I'm writing down Corocos and Muffinrax though, forever.
Look,
And,
smack talk is important. I approve.
So we're mostly lying on the ground. Is there anyone that's still dead, or is everyone back?
Back.
I think we're all supposed to be back because of Nadir's
Right.
little like bonus.
Boon. Right.
Boom.
I didn't get to use a true strike.
Can Rufus say this, like, as we're all lying there on the ground, just goes, "Anyone else still dead?"
Sound off. Who's not dead?
Not dead.
Not dead. I'm not dead yet. I'd like to go for a walk.
I'm just reminded of Cool Runnings. You dead, man? Yeah, man.
Rufa,
so-
throw over that duct tape.
Rufa's going to put some duct tape on him and then roll it over to a direction of where Itchy's voice is coming from.
Just like puts her hand out, like catches it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I will start duct taping my wounds.
All right, you start duct taping your wounds. It has been so long since we used the magical duct tape that I almost forgot. Actually, I have entirely forgot what that thing does. What is the heal ability of that?
Well, let me tell you. It is, first of all, its official name is Duct Tape of Superior Mending. Yes. And it's a +2 to medicine check.
Okay, there you go. If you are trained in medicine, you can use that to do healing. Is anyone here trained in medicine?
I am.
Oh, gee.
Oh, I roll it back to Rufa then.
All right, Rufa, you want to use it? Go ahead and give me a medicine check with a +2.
All right.
Question. Do
Mm-hmm.
the bonuses get bigger the higher you are in medicine?
Yes, trained, expert, master, legendary, they all give different ranges of how much healing you can give back. So if you are trained versus expert, the expert would give more healing.
I'm an expert.
Oh.
I got a 26.
Are you an expert in healing, Rufa? I'm sorry, in medicine.
I am trained.
Trained. Okay. So you can do a maximum of 2d6 healing if you'd like to do that now, or you can give it to Ilona and see if you can get a maximum of 66.
I'll give it to Ilona.
All right.
Okay, all right, 66. Let's go. All right, we're going good. We're going good right out the gate. All right. You're healed 26.
Yay.
Wait, 26 plus my hold up, sorry. That's wrong.
Really quick, are we all starting at 5 right now?
If you had any negative HP, anything 0 or below, the fast healing 5 would put you from 0 or negative whatever to 5.
Okay.
So you're at there.
You get 38.
Yay.
Quite
Yay.
nice. That duct tape. Mwah.
Seriously. I'm gonna
yeah.
write down.
Okay. I'm only one HP away from full health then.
Is that everyone for 38 or just them?
Technically, it's the one person they rolled it for. However, because combat is done and you are in a safe city, I will call that a downtime action and make sure that they are healing everyone for 38 HP if they choose.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Okay. Everyone is healed to to 38 plus your starting 5.
Sweet.
At this time, as you're literally using duct tape to wrap up wounds, and the fire is gone, you see members of the first of all, you see Morel and Tobias, and you see members of the city just come running in with weapons. Some of them still have that broken table leg they had back in the battle for Agrippa upon a Bear when you killed Geb Zebel and you actually liberated Matazong. You see the cleric of one of the Fey gods, who you remember being a very talented Highland Jig dancer, all running towards you. Morel is covered in wounds. You see Tobias just beaten and bruised, and they come to you. Is everyone okay? We finally were able to repel the full army after the ducks. By the way, ducks, horrible creatures. I never want to see a duck in my life. Those things are bastards. But a few ducks killed a few orcs. It was a harrowing sight, to be sure.
Wait, you're saying there were ducks? Sit down.
Okay.
Ilona just taps Morel on the shoulders, and so he sits down on the ground, and she can start bandaging him too. She taps Tobias as well, and everyone just take a sit. Why were there ducks? And she just starts duct taping. Morel's arms.
Morel starts kind of telling the story, and then Tobias like cuts in with like more details. So you have like Morel going, so there we were in the middle of the market district. This unusual song, a bird started singing, and with it came all manners of animal life. Oh, yes. And remember, there was a deer, and this deer had like 12 points, and it was just murdering orcs. Yes, the deer, the murder deer. I called it Reginald. It was a murder deer named Reginald. I hope he's okay. Anyway, so there we were. And then this duck, maybe it was a goose, I don't know, appeared out of nowhere with a knife. I don't know who gave a duck a knife. It killed so many orcs. No. It killed like 2 orcs, mate. And then you got unconscious. No. It killed 20 orcs. I saw with my own eyes.
Ichi cuts in.
Right.
Are you sure it wasn't a goose with a knife?
I don't bloody know. It was a white small waterfowl about yay large. All I know is at the end of the day, we put up a hell of a fight. So people were injured. No loss of life. On the Allied side, most of the orcs retreated. We let them run away. The animals did most of the hard work after that. We retreated to the farmland when we saw the giant wall of green fire leave, and the creature and the rider leave. We came to assist you. Gotta be honest, I'm absolutely knackered. It's been a long day.
Yeah, I can imagine. We all died twice. At this point, I mean, I imagine everybody is exhausted, but Ilona is very, very tired, especially since we all died so much. And that's never happened before, and it's incredibly harrowing to experience death and then watch all of your friends die more than once, and then get brought back. So there's a little bit of like just like patiently listening, but also getting slightly annoyed with everything that is happening around her.
Morel will kind of key in on that, having experienced that personally with a giant tree that was thrown into his torso. Knowing that feeling, that stress, he just kind of nods and goes, Tobias is trying to start a triage. They are annoying, but you know they're helping, but they are annoying. You know that feeling? Yeah. Everyone else in the city wants to celebrate that they're still alive. The tradition in Agrippa upon a Bear is when a great catastrophe falls and we are still here, we party. And everyone else is like, can we do it tomorrow? Today seems like a really bad idea. I mean, everything still reeks of green fire, and I didn't even know what green fire smelled like until today.
Sulfur.
A little.
Sulfur.
Yeah, like a little salty, like like when you cure bacon a little too long. You know what I'm talking about? Does that make any sense?
No, but you know what? I believe you.
All right. Fair enough.
Rufa's gonna just kind of walk past Tobias and just put a hand on his shoulder. He's usually, you would kind of expect like a snark remark or something from him at this point, but just goes, yeah, yes, everybody, gather yourselves, do what you need to do. Take a day, and he kind of just walks off towards one of the alleys.
All right. The people in the city are asking their saviors. So what do we do? The typing point apparently is still untouched completely. We can go there probably crack a few kegs open and have a great time celebrating that. We can even write some stories and have some poetry, sing and dance. But I'm getting a wee feeling that maybe that's inappropriate for the moment.
Ilona just takes a step behind Shionabis, Woodward, Nietzsche.
Jonas isn't even standing. She's leaning against a tree. She's like sitting and leaning against a tree, like not even looking at you guys.
Oh, she mad. Oh no, she mad. Ilona looks to Woodward. Oh no, she mad.
Woodward just looks up at the individual who's asking about pouring drinks. Says, "You know what? I don't think it's a bad time at all. If you're gonna crack a few of the good ones open, you might as well do it now."
All right. All right, lads, lasses, mixes, and masters. You've heard them. We're going back to the typing point. We're cracking the good, the bad, and the in between, and we're having ourselves a night to be seen. Get back to the typing point. I don't mean to be mean, but we're having a party, and it's going to be keen. And they just rally to the typing point.
That's your brain.
So the last person, actually the owner of the typing pint, leaves and stops, goes, we're going to need a few hours to just, make sure it's a small shindig, a small get together, but just a small couple of hours. If it gives that time, we'll make sure we come back, have a nice, quiet evening with a few drinks and some nice conversation. Give us a few hours. Do what you need to do, but meet us back at the market district by the typing point. We'll see you there.
We may grab a few drinks to go, man, but I'm gonna throw this out there. That party ain't gonna die down anytime soon.
And he kind of winks. He goes, "That's why I said a small party." See you
Right.
then, mate.
Woodward kind of, it's not a far fall, but he just kind of falls to his butt into the dirt, and he pulls out a flask. Now that he can brew his own hooch with alchemical additions to it, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
There is a one of the elixirs that an alchemist can make that's supposed to be against fear effects. I'm kind of using it for a story point. I just want everyone to have the bonus, the bolstered bonus, if they choose to take a drink, of just like, you know what? We did make it. We're still here. And so I want to particularly pull out that elixir and pass it around the group.
All right. So, show of hands, who wants to take the elixir? Who wants to drink it?
Oh, certainly.
All right. Morel
Stuart's
and
handing me a
Tobias will
bottle.
both.
I'm drinking from it. Like,
Oh, yeah. Morel and Tobias both will take a swig. Anyone else wish to drink with them and each other?
You know what? Yeah.
All right. Anyone else? Kai, Michael?
Rufa already has at this point is gone by then now.
Okay. So the five of you are drinking. Tobias notices that Shunbus is not drinking, not taking a little swig. And he kind of walks over and he starts kind of like having a small conversation over your shoulder, kind of into your ear, kind of whispering. Whereas Morel kind of takes it and as you go through, he kind of feels like he's like, I want to talk about stories of things we've survived before in the past, terrible things, because we've all been through it, yeah. And last I checked, we still have 2 feet, 2 knees, 2 arms, 2 hands, 1 head, 1 back, still standing. We're still here.
Woodward kind of takes a breath in and Morel, I think you're right. I think we've all been through the ringer, but I think a lot of us probably tell the story of what we just witnessed. And I'm worried it's not exactly what we all want to be talking about at the moment. I mean, if I had to bring up another story, there was the time that I got, poisoned at a party. That didn't sit well, but you were there for that.
It was, yeah.
Right. And then before that, I almost died once. It seems pretty insignificant now, but yeah, you were there for that too. So I'm kind of going off on what stories I got to tell you that you don't already know.
Well, you could tell stories to me that I do or don't know, but I just want to know, what stories do you want to tell yourself, mate? Although we've been there, right? All of us in the trenches, in the dark moments, and in the worst bits, but we're still alive. Sometimes you got to remind yourself. You got to take inventory of how truly amazing you are. Even if you don't believe it, sometimes it's just good to have that tally mark. You know what I mean?
I get where you're coming with that, and I do have to say that I think the best and the worst part of what just happened is that we almost had him. The best part is that if we can do it now, we can do it again later. The worst part of that is we almost had him now, so we're going to have to try to do it again later. I'm not entirely sure how I want to wrap my head around that.
Well, life is full of things that you almost had, yeah? On the first chance, how many fisherman stories end with, and I cast a reel the first time? No, they never do. Right? Fishers, they're out there for hours. It's a numbers game. But they come back with loads of fish, and we all live happily with fish in our bellies. And the fish live happily knowing that there's trillions of them idiots, and they still end up in our dinner plate. The way I look at it, mate, yeah, we almost had him. But there's always tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. We're not supposed to give him the first time, maybe.
I guess if we're counting our victories here, we sent the bastard off bleeding. And he also said that he didn't have to be here to grip upon a bear any longer. That's got to be some weight off these people's shoulders.
In Acadia, when an enemy leaves, that's a victory. Because we can always rebuild if people are alive. People are alive. There's still stonemasonry. The market district is still intact. Bloody hell, the typing pint is getting ready for, they say a small party. We both know it's going to be an absolute rager. I'm going to regret it tomorrow morning, but we're still here, right?
Woodward kind of adjusts himself, and he kind of leans back up against like a wall or something that we're now in the city center, and he kind of feels a pain in his back, and he reaches back and at that point pulls out Bronze dagger and looks at it. You know what, Morel? You're damn right. You're damn right. There are others who have lost everything they ever owned. But at the end of the day, they had each other. And if we're all here now, well, it means in the future, we all get another chance at this, right?
I suspect the next time we have a chance at this, we're going to push that bastard's face through his arsehole.
Oh, damn sure. And we're also going to take care of whatever that thing he's riding is. I don't need it interfering with anything else I got planned for him.
Yeah, what bloody hell is it? I saw that.
It's got man hands. And see, here's the thing is I know nature. And when it's got humanoid front parts, you just don't deal with it anymore. You just it's some sort of thing. And you just no.
Tobias thought it was a bat. Off a distance, you hear, I saw the wings. I thought it was a bat. What
You
else
know,
has wings?
we got one of those. Wait.
Do we? But do we really want to go against this entire floating castle in the sky?
Oh, I'm not saying taking it now, but that doesn't mean we can't find it later.
Bloody hell, Mike. Now, so if you ask me, that sounds like a good plan too.
It's a hell of a lot better than me turning into a tiny bird and telling you guys where the hell else he went.
Oh, you met him too? Oh man, he was so surreal talking to a bird that like sang every word that he had to talk. It was always so weird.
I don't know how everyone else feels, but it can't stop here. We have no idea where he's headed. We have no idea the next place he's going to strike, but it's going to look a hell of a lot worse than it does now for that place if we're not there to at least send him packing.
It's not going to stop here because, I mean, I don't know this for sure, but if he left, that means we gave him something he didn't have before, which was a little bit of fear. And I don't want to give him time to forget what that feels like.
I think we're going to have to chase him. It may be best for us just to keep going. At least he knows that the pressure's on. I think Ichi's onto something. At the end of the day, we did set a precedent. Well, Shionda set one hell of a precedent. She had the chance to back down. But who knows? Her quick draw may not be answered next time.
Last time I got close enough to Corocos on a bat, they tried to shoot me down from their tower thing. Do we really think we're all going to make it through evasive actions if he tries again?
Oh, I'm not saying now. I'm not saying going after him, just flying up there and going for it. I think that's stepping into a hornet's nest. But I think we should follow him. As much as he is in our eye right now, silhouetted against the moon, and wherever the hell he's in, we could be that as well. No matter where he's going. Silhouetted against the moon. Right? There's 5 people following, waiting. Keep that pressure, the fear going. Shoot, the crash has it handled here.
I mean, I don't hate the idea.
I think there may also be some strategic moves we can make along the way. How do you think his army feels that they're retreating? Maybe they need time to think about that, someone to make them think about that. We know Rufus got weird connections. Plant some information, some dissenting thoughts.
I think you have a really good really good idea, Ichi, and you know, I think that idea would probably cheer Rufa up a lot. So I'm gonna go find him. But whatever you guys plan, I'll follow you 100% every step of the way. And Ilona leaves to find Rufa.
Okay. While we're doing that, I want to cut really briefly over to Shionibus, who has been dealing with Tobias in her ear for a little bit. The minute he walks up to you, while this whole conversation is happening, you hear Tobias just, "Oi, are you okay? Look, I understand being the brooding badass, you know, kind of shrugging it off and all that really cool jazz, but Hold on. I thought it was a bat, mate. What else has big wings? It doesn't matter. Are you okay?
So she's like leaning against a tree, like sitting and looking at the arrow that she had docked like in her hands. And kind of just like snaps out of it. Yeah, it's just a lot happened today.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
I have this flaw about me. I tend to leave a lot. I tend to leave people that I love behind. That might be because I lived for so long. I've seen quite a lot. And she's like shaking. When I was home, I fought wars. I fought against people. I fought alongside my brothers and sisters. I watched them die, and seeing them here today, which my friends that I fought alongside with for months now die in front of me. This is why I always leave. This is why I leave before the going gets tough and I get attached, because people always die.
So, what do you feel like you need right now? Do you need stability? Do you need promises? What do you need?
I wish I knew.
Do you want to hear a boring Tobias story?
For once, I'd love to.
Oh, oh, I'm going to write that down. Dear diary, today Shionamis wanted to hear a Tobias story.
You have 2 minutes.
Okay, right. So, do you know what a hospital is? Do you know what they do?
Sure, but maybe explain it for the rest of the group.
All right, I'll save for you the full history, but a short story is this. Our job was to protect and heal pilgrims as they go to holy sites, namely the site where Minerva first ascended to a god. Oh, that's one of our big one. We make sure that that priests can go to the sites where humans died and ascended to godhood. We heal them, we protect them, we keep them safe. And let me tell you, every single one of those roads is riddled with bandits trying to kill you and demons trying to eat you. And devils, of course, trying to make terrible deals with you. And my job as a Grand Hospitalier was to stop all that. And I think I don't have to go into details to say that that is a numbers game at best and a fruitless effort at most. But I'm a healer. I'm a prick, but I'm a healer. And every time I look at these hands, I know that they are covered in blood. And they are the bloods of people I saved or the bloods of people that I saved too late. And I could look at them every damn day and I could say to myself, you got there too late. You got there too early. You got there right on time. And I know that that is a wasted effort. Because what I did was my best. And if I was to beat myself up every time I let someone slip through these fingers, every smiling girl that just used me because I was cute and because I was special, or every dumb priest that went to go pray to a god that maybe or maybe not paid attention to their lives, I wouldn't exist. So what I did instead was I remember the story, yeah? The time I got there just in time. The time I saved the day. The time I, got the girl. Because I remember every time I lost someone. Every time someone lied to me because I was special. Every time I made someone smile because it was my job. I was getting paid to do it. And then that's when you forget who you are, yeah?
I had a whole lot of people really looking up to me, hoping I'd make the right decision when I was back home. And I let everyone down. So I mean, I guess we're not so different after all, Tobias.
Oh, trust me. You're at least 10 times older than I am, which means you have 10 times more chances to let them down. And I've still let down so many people. I think my parents are still very disappointed in me. And when everyone puts their pressure on their belief in you, you're for sure going to disappoint them. But you never fail them until you stop. Right?
You don't know what I did.
I don't need to know. It's not my job. If you want to tell me, I recommend over a nice drink. I hear they have great whiskey at the Typing Point.
You know, I'm gonna make you this deal. I'm feeling spontaneous.
Yeah.
If we make it out alive, I will offer you a job.
I'm sorry, you said you were going to offer me a job?
Yes.
What? I, I'm just happy you're talking to me, and this is with its weight in gold. All right, job it is. I'm just gonna leave it here. It could be manual labor for like I'll do my shirt off. Oh, look at my biceps. They're so tight, madam. Could you please massage me?
You'll be head of triage in my kingdom.
How about for a holiday? Because I think you should really meet my boss. I think he might have a disappointing disapproval of that. But if it'll piss him off, I'll take it.
If you want it, it's yours.
Oh,
you've proven yourself worthy, no matter how much shit I give you. So.
All right. Listen, I'll tell you what. Deal now. We'll talk later. Yeah. All right.
Sure.
All right. Yeah. Oh, wait, Ilona's leaving. Where does she always pop off to? Who's she talking to? Is it a god? What is she
She's
doing?
Gonna get up and leave while he's focused on Ilona.
How come they always leave me when I'm talking to? I don't get it. Cut to Rufa. First of all, where are you going to, Shenobis?
We're just going for a walk.
Okay. Cut to Rufa. You're going down an alley, correct?
Yeah. Can I set the scene after all this has happened?
I imagine this is going to be happening at the same time. So you're walking, you're doing your thing.
No, I kind of have an idea of what I kind of want to do.
Yeah, let me know.
Okay. If after a while searching, Ilona eventually sees a lantern kind of outside of a barn.
Okay.
No, I'm not burning it down, Ian.
There's a barn on fire.
No. No.
It just comes across Rufo with a lantern in his hand, held high, looking at a barn. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
So you got the lantern. You're at a barn. So what are you doing, Rufo? Tell me what you're doing.
Inside the barn is actually the party wagon.
Mm-hmm.
There's another lantern inside. You just kind of see the light kind of casting these huge long shadows, and you hear just muttering like numbers and like names, and then every so often no, and then you hear something being crossed out near the other end of the barn against a wall.
Okay. Out of character, are you talking in particular, or are you just kind of like do your thing?
Doing the thing.
Cool. My apologies.
So Rufa is muttering and writing names and crossing them out on one side of a barn.
Yeah.
Only lit by a single lantern.
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, Ilona is going to enter quietly. Not quietly to sneak up, just quietly to not disturb. And she's going to see if she can figure out what Rufa's doing before she approaches him and interrupts him.
As she gets closer, she sees the entire wall of that barn with charcoal scribbles all over it. If she looks closely at these scribbles, it's basically, she kind of notices, it's that kind of square, battlefield that they just had. There's a lot of them has been like X'd out, and then the words like Ilona dies. No. Sidney, Woodward dies. No. Itchy dies. No. Chumbus dies. No. Everybody dies. No. Like each is in some combination of these kind of a football player's game plan, and then says someone dies, and then the whole plan's been X'd out. And Rufus just kind of standing there muttering, kind of looking. He's like scribbling all these plans kind of on the side of the barn.
Ilona walks up behind Rufa and she says, "There was nothing that you could have done."
Rufa not even turning back, just goes, "There is always something that could be done. There are a vast, infinite number of possibilities. One of these possibilities, the job could have been done. Rufa has gone over 142 of these possibilities already. Something." And he's like, "No, wait. 7, 9, fire, walk with hair. No!" And he kind of scratches out and writes, "Everybody dies" on that.
Rufa, out of everyone that's here, I think everyone kind of underestimates you the most, because you really don't talk about yourself. Not like everyone's an open book that we know, but you really don't talk to anyone. And I can clearly see that this was a huge part of your life. And I know that you're being thrown into some very similar circumstances that you might have been exposed to before. And that can be maddening. But these are different people, and they're different circumstances. And nobody's expecting you to carry all of this weight by yourself. So next time, you can if you want to, but instead of isolating yourself and driving yourself crazy with all of the what ifs, why don't you talk to us? Talk to me. You have so much knowledge that I could learn from. And you don't need to dwell on it all by yourself.
And Ilona, Rufa has grown very fond of our little troop. There are times in Rufa's past that it was his responsibility, that he might have, on his orders, sent others to certain death. But always for the reason. It was so the many could live. But at some point, it started not to become with it. So Rufa has decided from now on, everybody will live. Everybody will survive. Everybody will see another tomorrow. And that's why Rufa cannot lose again.
And what will you do if you fail?
That is perhaps the scariest thing of all, Ilona. The most scariest thing of all is Rufa does not know.
Well, let's just hope it doesn't happen then.
Rufa just kind of nods and starts muttering numbers again and kind of goes back to writing again on the wall.
Ilona's just gonna go back behind the cart and just watch.
Okay.
Mhm.
I want to give everyone a hero point for the scenes that they have been in, because they were great, and thank you for that. If to fast forward to the party, we're gonna do that. If not, let me know. Okay. All right. So, as the moon fully takes place in the sky, music is kicking up. The band is playing. It is almost identical to the last time you partied in Agrippa upon a Bear, without Woodward dying of a poison. So it's a lot better. A little less activities, like the Ferris wheel they put up that Ilona and Morel went into has not been put up. But
I think you said Morel King Konged his way down it incorrectly.
Yeah, I believe he King Konged his way
Right.
down with Ilona
Yeah.
on his back. Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah. Thank you for that wonderful reminder. But that is absolutely the case back then. So the Ferris wheel isn't up, so it's a low key event, but it's still drink stands are out, music's being played, dancing is happening. There is a party atmosphere. There's alive and well. In Agrippa upon Aubert, the Typing Pint is having poetry readings, and they're even having like some practice flights for a jovial jab and insult competition with rhyming and poetry and things the like, and they're asking who wants to participate. And it's just a fun night in an open air city where the breeze smells gorgeous and perfect, and even the moon is up. It's still just the right temperature. It's a kind of a perfect evening. If you wish to participate in a specific way, let me know. If you want to fast forward, also let me know. The choice is yours.
Was this the city my uncle was in?
Yes, your uncle, who with his crew, and they were the urban planners for Agrippa upon a Bear.
Cool. I just wanted to double check, making sure I got my facts right.
You are correct. I believe, and it's been a while since that episode, so I believe they may have gone back to Nubia.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's where they are. Thank you so much. I believe that's where they are to participate in the War of the Red Wastes. But, the vibe here is still very, very positive.
Ichi's going to the bar, wherever that is. And she's pretty, she does not look like a fresh spring chicken at this point, as is colloquially said. And she slams her hand on the bar. She's like, I need coffee, but like with alcohol. Get
So
it.
the bartenders at the Type and Pine are like, I think she wants an Azakon mudslide. I think she wants an Azakon mudslide.
What?
An
What?
Azmakon mudslide, dear. Just 1 second. We gotta brew the coffee. I gotta be honest though. It's real shite coffee. I'm so sorry, but we're gonna take it.
Listen.
Right? We're gonna add a nice light whipped cream and this really great liqueur that just goes well with coffee.
Listen. Whatever you give me, I've had worse.
All right, fair. Yeah, Azmakon mudslide, but do it with the Agrippa upon a bear laziness. Great. All right. Normally we do great drinks. Unfortunately, we don't have great Azmakon coffee. So we're calling it the laziest for now. Is it good? No, it's not. What's it taste like? It tastes like bad metal. Would you like bad metal?
I have a very important question.
What's that?
Does it taste like caffeine?
Will it make you run? Oh, it'll make you run. Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Yeah.
All right. So that'll be that Azmakon mudslide. A bit in the crap, it'll make you run. Here you go. And they just pour this giant stein full of like piping hot coffee. You smell the piping hot coffee. It's not good coffee, but you can definitely smell there's at least 2 or 3 liquors just playing in it with a little bit of light cream. You're gonna have bad gas, but ooh, are you gonna be drunk and energized?
Ichi slams 2 gold. No, 3 gold. Pushes it towards him.
No, I can't take this. No, it's yours. No, you saved the whole city. I'm not gonna take your gold. Take
No.
it.
Listen. That's the deposit. And then she's gonna chug the whole thing in one go. How's it taste? How does it taste to Ichi, who has just died like almost 3 times?
So
many times in single hits. How does it taste to that Ichi?
How to put this? Okay, so sometimes when you have a drink and it is the most magical thing you've had that day, maybe because you've had like a long day and it's great, and then you come back to it again and it's okay. I'm kind of disappointed. It's not as magical as it once was. This is below all of that. This is like Jiffy Lube coffee mixed with Denny's creamer mixed with like CVS like plastic bottle handle vodka and some other things you don't like. There was an attempt made, there's an attempt warned, and it's pretty much like you're drinking turpentine that has just been around a bean. It's bad. The whole thing's bad.
Ichi chugs the whole thing. Good enough. She slaps 3 more gold on the counter and pushes it towards him and walks away.
Do you want the rest of the pots? We have a whole pot of it. You can have.
She turns around on a dime and comes back and gives him the.
All right, mudslides, keeping crappy and runny. Let's go. She wants to hate herself tomorrow.
You
and
really
they
gotta
just
put it that way, bud. You really gotta say that.
No, I need you to know with great word choice and poetic flavor the mistakes you're going to make tonight.
Listen, my guy. I just fought that thing, that you saw. Do you now think I've made a lot of mistakes already in my life to get to this point?
All right.
And I'm ready for more.
All right, here we go. Get in more. And they just give you the whole pie and they hand you the cup and they go, you know what? Just you keep your gold and may the gods bless you tomorrow.
I'm going to stealth the gold behind the counter.
Give me I guess a thievery check.
Yeah, like what's that over there?
Yeah.
13.
13.
Hero point! I didn't use it.
Oh no!
No, I did use it. I did use it. Never mind.
Okay.
Scratch that.
So you put the money behind the counter, and you have that moment of distraction, and then the switcheroo, and they look at you dead in the face. They sigh. They humor you as they look off. They look back. And they
My
pat
hand's
you on
like
the,
still there. Like
They just pat you on the hand, and they're like, "You have a good evening, man. You have a good evening." Anyone else have anything they want to do in this party?
I think it'll be short. Woodward, after seeing Ichi leave, is going to walk behind the bar. Get out of my way. You've already done enough. And just like push the bartender out, and I'm gonna make my own hooch rolls at the like behind the bar.
All right, give me a crafting check. I'll be right
Good.
back really fast. Go right ahead.
Please
oh,
tell me what it is. Please tell me what it is.
I
holy
can't-
hoo!
Yes, it is right off the top. The wolf
Yes.
howls tonight.
Is that the
It's a
one
nat
or
20.
Nice.
Yes,
Amen.
Oh my god.
Holy hoo!
there it is.
Nice.
I'm so excited. I'm so
And should we all
excited.
do a Gregorian chant while we wait for PJ to come back in honor of the hooch?
Oh,
I
Oh,
don't.
hoochie,
The
hoochie, hooch.
I don't know who we're using as our baseline. I feel like we're supposed to harmonize, and I think we all just went off on our own little journeys.
It's the birthday song all over again.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that time you guys where I was clapping, and you guys tried to sing a sea shanty.
Oh, that's right. Oh my
There once
god.
was a hooch that
Yeah.
Woodward
Right.
made. He rolled real high, it made his day. It tasted good.
The gods
It
were
made us-
pleased.
The gods were pleased. And then we all got drunk. Hey!
Nailed it.
Works.
Nailed it.
Thanks.
Accurate.
Look at us go.
I can't. If I was going to roll a 20, Corocos getting away is poetry, right? Like we'll get him eventually.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna get a 20 tonight, it should definitely be with hooch involved.
Mhm.
Certainly.
Yeah, I'm very happy
True.
about this.
True.
Mhm, mhm.
That's brilliant.
PJ.
Hey.
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 We just blew up the town.
Is that a
That-
critical fail?
No,
No.
that nat
No.
20 is the wolf singing to the moon tonight, PJ.
Ah, woo.
All
Okay.
right. Okay.
Like
Shakira reference.
Yeah. He
Give
a
grew.
point for Shakira.
High
But-
five.
High five. Woodward, he starts taking bottles from behind the counter and starts pouring them into what is basically like a 1-gallon carboy. And he takes the rest of the pot of coffee and he pours it in there and he starts mixing things, and he puts in like he basically takes the cream, puts in an Irish whiskey to try to make it into, try to work on this Asmacon mudslide a little bit, and he ends up shaking the bottle and he puts it down on the counter, and he looks the bartender dead in the eye. He goes, "Now look, she paid you good money, and what I just made you is going to make you earn that money. If she comes back for a drink, you hand her this. She can't taste your shite coffee, but she'll taste the liquor inside of it. For the rest of my friends here," and he puts down like 3 more gold, "I need something that you thought was left for a special occasion and then realize that it's for us."
I think just for that, I have something special in the back. In the meantime, if she comes back, I'll make sure that she gets the really good coffee alcohol you made. 1 second.
Woodward slaps the bar. Right. It's like way above his. Just like tries to lean up against it casually and staring at him in the eyes.
Remind me, Shionabiz, do you have the bottle of Nubian wine? Nubian.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Because she comes back out with a bottle. First of all, this bottle looks like it was handmade clay. It was painted, and you have like a label that was etched by hand and a cork that was forced in again by hand. And this is he brings and goes, now I should say, well, it's not something you get very often. However, since we only have a city, because you saved us from absolute destruction, I believe this belongs to you and all your friends. This here is Tuzukian mead, made by a Tuzukian, I believe they're called, what's the ones that have the gods in them? The Orisha, right? An Orisha made this here. I believe, who was the really boring one who was very right? Someone from Nubia had this after he beat them in a game of chance. So they left this year, and you're welcome to have this Tuzukan made, given to us by a Nubian elven city planner of some sort.
Aww.
Um.
That's
Oh, go ahead, Michael, please.
I was gonna say, I did Kylie say something? Because I think she's muted.
Oh no, she's like, oh, it's my uncle. The boring one.
The boring one.
Woodward takes the bottle and he, I don't know, I guess I'll roll another lore check. 18 total. Is 3 gold enough for the bottle I just took off of their hands?
So Tuzukan mead barely is made, let alone does it ever leave the continent that Tezuka is on, and let alone does a Nubian elven city planner, basically next to the god of cities himself, ever gives it away. This thing is probably worth a small city's fortune, but after all, you did save a small city.
Knowing now that there's 6 gold in their pocket for the drinks that have been put out, he's going to, I have 8 pieces of gold left, and I think Woodward's just gonna leave it at the tip jar kind of area, and then walk away. And oh, go ahead, please.
No. Okay, so before you leave, are you about to leave?
Yes.
All right. The bartender refused to let you leave for the price of 8 gold. They look very sternly, and they look to you and they say, that's Tuzukan mead given to us by a Nubian elven city planner, basically the child of the gods themselves. And you want to walk out of here with 8 gold for this. Mate, you're going to have to give me either a story or a poem. That's the going rate for a drink this rare.
Ooh. Woodward kind of he settles down into the chair, like he tries to he gets to the other side of the bar and he's staring at this bottle. He's thinking. He goes, I've got no poems. I'm not a great rhymer, so we're just gonna set that one aside. I'm working on it, but not right now. So, as far as stories go, I've got one for you that may find this bottle of mead its rightful owner. At the beginning of time, there were many trees planted that spawned the elves. But you know all of that. We can move forward. Great countries were settled by these elves. Made, really. From their roots, pushed up through the ground, these buildings were built. And empires, vast empires, were put onto this planet. Now, the reason this bottle has come across this here bar is for one very specific reason, thousands of years in the making. And Woodward just kind of glances over his shoulder to look at Shionabis. This bottle came from a Nubian empire that a grip upon a bear will never see again. Unless she decides to come back. So why this bottle may be everything that Agrippa Bear needs to rebuild and remake as a small fortune, a small sign of gratitude may turn this city into a port the world has never seen.
Well, I take no fancy to pirates to become successful. I do take quite a high fancy to a story that has a killer part 2. So here's what you'll do. You'll take the drink for free. And when the first story ends, you come back to me when part 2 is over, and I'll listen to the rest.
Honestly, I don't see me parting with part 2 anytime soon. So I'll see you then.
All right, good lad. And enjoy. And tell your elven friend and your dwarven friend that we really do make better drinks. We just have shite coffee. I'm really sorry about that. I think Ian's stuck. Oh no, Ian froze. Oh,
I
no.
thought it was a dramatic pause.
I thought so too. Oh my god. Okay. So we'll get.
Cat.
It must have been the cat.
It's just like-
like crazy.
On Katsu.
Katsu. So while we're waiting for Ian to come back, and I'm sure I'll come back right in the middle of the next thing I want to do, but Rufa. So you've been enjoying the party to whatever extent Rufa feels comfortable enjoying the party. As this happens, you start to get the sound of a whisper in your ear on the winds of the night. Okay. A little disjointed. Don't worry. Joe will fix this in a few minutes. There we go. We'll get Ian back in a second. So, Rufa, feeling that the whisper is familiar, you follow it instinctually until you end up in one of the alleyways of Agrippa upon a Bear, one of the many in the market district. And there, almost bubbling, like someone under the water in a lake breathing, you see a figure kind of poking their head out of the ground, the solid ground, 2 eyes peering out of a shadow. To find the 2 hands come up, and you see the full form of Hush Snagglefoot, the darkness, the double agent. Oh, and he's back. It's okay. It happens. Believe me, it sucks when it's the GM's thing. But we'll be with you just a minute. I'm so sorry, Ian. We're cutting to Rufa for a real quick second. So Hush Snagglefoot looks you in the eye, and they say, "The darkness comes with a message for the Rufa. But I have to have something in return."
Rufa's going to reach really quick. Does at this point does Rufa know the going rate of the darkness?
Yeah, so basically you get any information from the darkness, but you have to provide them information that they have to give to Corocos. That's always been the deal.
Oh, okay. So it's not monetary.
No.
Okay,
No,
okay.
they're in your spy network.
Okay. Rufa goes, give Rufa the message for us. And there's like no joy, no tease. Like usually he has kind of a teasing tone to it. It's just flat.
The darkness just kind of nods, very businesslike. And Hush Snagglefoot approaches you, and she says, "Zaka attacks from the north of Adolphon Prime. Any not in command by Corocos is being told to attack now. Zaka moves, and in a few days' time, will attack the capital himself. It may not be a mission that he may live through, or it'll be a mission he kills everyone with. But the darkness believes that you would like to stop Zaka before he attacks Adolphon Prime's capital."
Rufa understands. Now, darkness, you pass this along to Corocos. You tell him, Rufa has made 3 vows in his life. He is going to break one of them to see Corocos dead. And not just dead. Corocos will be dismantled and Rufa will spread the poison for everything he holds dear. Because Corocos does not know this. As soon as he made a mention of Rufa's child, a line has been crossed, and Rufa is toxic.
So then, if the darkness is to let Corocos know, what is the one thing that you are about to break?
Rufa is gonna ask for aid from Shin.
The darkness, her eyes get massive, and she looks and she goes, Corocos has been planning for Shin's involvement. The second army shall be glorious. But I have to tell him. I could prevent this, but I have to, or else I'm dead. I have to.
You let Corocos know. Before, Rufa played by the rules of war. From the rules of war that he follows, and the rules of war that Corocos follows. There was respect there. There is no longer any respect.
Yes.
There is no more rules. Anything goes. And he kind of makes that, he draws his thumb across his neck.
Darkness looks to you and goes, yeah. Corocos. He wants you to kill him. But he wants to kill everything up to that point. I'll let him know that you could be the ones. And he'll be terrified and he will love it. And in 3 days' time, Zaka will attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's my information to you. In 3 days' time, Zaka will attack.
Rufa tells the darkness that crud. I just brain fart. At the most opportune moment, at the worst moment, I mean, he just goes, Lord, Corocos is going to die, but not in the way that he wants it. Rufa will make sure he will not have an honorable death. He will have a death of a coward and a failure. And everything he holds dear will be no more. He will not be remembered.
The darkness will be very pleased to let Corocos know that he will die soon.
This is Rufa's 4th vow.
The darkness nods. Hush Snagglefoot has a smile on their face, a bunch of stubby little knives for teeth, beady red eyes as they excite in the news that their master will soon be killed.
Mm-hmm.
And then they step back and they say, 3 days' time, Zaka will invade Alpha Prime. And they jump up like they're about to cannonball into a river, even though they're on solid ground. But sure enough, once they collide with stone, they vanish into darkness.
Out of character, just to let anybody out there know, in Chinese when it comes to numbers in Chinese,
Mhm.
4 is the worst number ever because it's the same character and word and pronunciation of death.
Mm.
Oh, this is
Yep. Oh,
Symbolism for
Yeah.
the win.
And this is where we're gonna end episode, I believe, 59 of
Yeah.
We're gonna
Edge.
cut back to Ian. to
Oh,
finish that?
we were. You know what? I'll tell you what. Let's do that after we say our goodbyes. A quick little
Post-credit
like,
scene.
post-credit
Epilogue.
scene.
Epilogue.
Epilogue. But this one we're gonna end episode 59 of Edge of Legend, 2-month hiatus, and we are back facing Corocos off in a grapple upon a bear. The news that Zaka is invading from the north in 3 days' time, and Rufa making a death pact to kill Corocos. This is it. We're coming into the closing stretch. Words escape me. Let's start off with Michael Powell. Tell us who you are, where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet. And we're doing the introductions. We'll do a quick little post-credit scene with Ian.
Well, as always, I am the dastardly, dashing Michael Powell, and you can find me all over the internet on my social medias, which are at Mr. Kapow, that's MRKAPAO, or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Michael Powell Does Stuff, because I do a lot of stuff, like my 2 YouTube channels now. First one is TTRPG stuff with Fantastic Tales of Adventure, and then my horror channel, which is called Dastardly Tales of Horror. And I believe, Sam, really quick, it's next week. It's
Next week.
Next week is Purgatory Cafe, and also next Friday is Johannanon's modern age actual play game where we basically play Mighty Max, the TTRPG. But if you want to see me sooner, you can see me on Tuesday for Toyzilla Live on the Toyzilla Network, where we talk about toys and all that fun stuff. And really quick, one last thing, PJ, can I announce this now? Mondays.
Oh, absolutely. Announce
All
Monday,
right.
please.
Hey guys, guess who's gonna be doing his first live stream game as a GM?
Woo!
This guy.
nice.
It's gonna be next Monday on this channel at I believe same time that we do Edge of Legend, which is 8 p.m. to around 11ish, and we're gonna be doing it for Paizo and the Extra Life charity. Yeah, it's gonna be set in the the Pathfinder official world of Galarion. So hope to see you there.
Awesome. Next up is Sidney. It's been forever since we've seen you. Please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, my name is Sidney Rubino. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Sidney Rubino. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. I do also have YouTube. I took a hiatus from my YouTube because I've been very busy for these past few months, but I'm going to get back into it starting in November. And over on my channel, if you want to watch like stories that I've already recorded, basically what I do is I read folklore and fairy tales, and then we talk about what morals we can get from those and through a really adorable lens. So if you like that, follow my YouTube channel. And other than that, I'm just glad to be back. And today's episode was just so nice, and I missed y'all, and yay for friendship. Yeah.
It does feel great to have the whole team back. And don't get me wrong, Makai and Fee, if you're watching or if you care, we loved you and we cannot wait for 2022. But until then, I do want to say that it is a pleasure to have the legends back. I love all your faces, even when I make you hate me. That being said, well, this feels like a terrible segue. Ian, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hey everyone, my name is Ian. I am Rufa's #1 fan. And also on the internet, you can find me at Bearded Scald everywhere, except if it doesn't include Twitter or our Discord. Besides that, I run a small candle business with my fiance called Witch and Heathen. And this Sunday in Long Beach, if you guys are around, please stop by. We are going to be vending at LA Pagan Pride. So we'll be super excited to be there and putting our wares out for business. But please stop by and say hi if you can. And that, I think, is it. So have a good night, guys. Thank you so much.
All right. Next up, Sam. Sam, tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, it's Sam. What a good game back, guys. It's so good. You're all so good. High five. And you, chat, you're good too. Especially the image of Rufa going, "I'm toxic," and then I just hear a woo woo.
Somebody please make that edit. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Hey, we had Shakira at one point, so.
Shakira. Well, yes, I am Sam. You can find me all over the internet at Hey Sam Sterling. And stuff coming up. Let's see. Purgatory Cafe next Thursday. I'm very excited to be back. I tried to be back last time and I had a conflict, and I think also the time before. So I'm so ready. I'm an Archduke. I'm a co-Archduke now. And that's it. That's it for me. Back to you, PJ.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess the last person is someone whose face we have been missing for at least 2 months, who got the last say in the fight against Corocos, who is truly a legend herself. Kylie, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. You can find me at Kai's Wonderful Life pretty much all over. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Discord, all that good jazz. When I'm not here, this is a new one. When I'm not here on Friday nights, you can find me over at Chromatic Dice here on Twitch at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. You got to figure out the rest. My brain doesn't work like that. Where I play a warlock for the first time ever, as we are playing the Reckoning of Arcanon. Currently, I'm trying to figure out what demon sorcerer is in my book, trying to be my patron. It's a lot of fun. And we woke up in a dragon's horde. It's a great time. On Sundays, you can find me over at Asgard D&D Adventures, where I play a gunslinger who just got her boyfriend back from the dead. Pew pew. It's a lot of fun. And then that's 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, bright and early. Really gets the blood flowing. I am also in a 24-hour charity event at, where is it? 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Figure it out for everything else, because again, good luck. And that is November 13th here on Twitch at this show is a mimic. This show is a mimic here on Twitch, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a lot going on. It's gonna be a great time. I'm making a grimoire, and we're all doing arts and crafts for my segment. So come check it out. It's for charity.
Yay!
Hooray! I guess it's just me left, and there's a lot. Unfortunately, to all my friends here on the show, I will not be able to join you this weekend for the LARP. My back is awful, as am I. So unfortunately, this weekend I'll be staying home to recover and not join you guys at the game, but I hope you have a good time. My name is PJ Megaw. You can find me all over the internet at PJ.Megaw, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. You can find me, confront me. Let's have fun. You can catch me and Michael Powell here Tuesday, 3:30 to 5:30 for at the table, where we talk about all things TTRPG, and of course Wednesdays, and we're back for Edge of Legend, and I'm so excited because we're round in the corner. That being said, Monday, of course, November 8th at 8 p.m. is Michael's game with Paizo and Extra Life, where we're going to be seeing me and a few other familiar faces, Makai and possibly Fee, and maybe a few others. We'll see who can join us then for the one-shot game that Michael mentioned. Of course, next Wednesday, we're coming back with Edge of Legends episode 60, which is really cool. And then November 13th, I'm going to be part of a game for Roll20 Con with Waffles Maple Syrup. I will be playing with them, doing a fun thing for that convention. So if you get a chance to come check that out, please do. And until then, we have more exciting announcements coming in the new year, more exciting announcements coming for probably the next month, if not January. And until then, we love you. It's great to have you back. And we'll see you here, same nat time, same nat channel for Edge of Legend. Thank you. And it's so good to have my friends back.
Epilogue.
Oh, epilogue. Thank you. Because I totally would have biffed it. All right, so Ian, you have the Tezuka mead. What do you do?
I think Woodward takes the mead, and I figure everybody else is gathered inside of the type and pint at this point. Has Shionibus joined us?
Yeah, she would have like made her way
Great.
over.
I think it has been kept in the back pocket until the night has died down. There is the last log on the fire. The candles are at their wick's end. And a bottle is put in the center of the table by Woodward. Well, by Woodward. And with the simple words, okay, y'all, this drink cost me much. I'm actually going to have to convince some of you all to come back here at some point or another, but we can drink to forget that until another day. So pop the cork and pull up a few glasses, because I think we have a few stories to tell.
Cheers.
And I think that is where Woodward ends the night.
At some point in the future, either when this horror is gone and long forgotten, or the new one is about to step up, or when the world itself is on the razor's edge of Armageddon, or even beyond that, when the gods are singing of the new world, you four, you five, whoever's left, will come back to this point, come back to the typing point, and you will gather around to tell of part 2. But that is a story for years to come. Until then, and whatever the world may bring us, through the darkest forests of our deepest fears, through the destroyers of our greatest courages, we will find the inevitable hope that makes all heroes from bend and broken knees stand up with fists raised and say to the end of the line, we thank you, and we'll see you there at the end of the line when the story's done. Until then, same net time, same net channel. I love you all, and we're going to be rating. Thank you.
Bye. Yeah,
Good
we're-
night.
Dance.
We're
Do the
rating
raid
Maddie
dance.
Morgs. They're doing crafting. They're doing D&D crafting.
Ooh, fun.
Ooh.
The best kinds of crafting.
Hope they've got duct tape.
I don't know the moves to this raid dance.
This is
I
how it
don't-
goes. You just do
just
whatever.
Good,
you
you
want.
just great.
Wait, are we supposed to be dancing? It totally just went off on its own. I didn't even click the button. Heresy! I'm supposed to click the button.